As we continue to give praise and honor to our dear teachers, we welcome you to the fourth episode of the Regional Psychosocial and Wellness Kumustahan with Teachers in celebration of the National Teachers Month with the theme, Guro, Guro, Bakit Ka Nagtuturo? Salamat sa iyo. Good afternoon to our viewers and of course, good afternoon sa aking makakasama sa ating virtual podium, our Regional Information Technology Officer, Sir Rick Ginto. Good afternoon, Sir Rick. Naka-mute pa po, Sir Rick.
Oh, sorry. Okay, magandang hapon po, magandang hapon Marge, magandang hapon po sa lahat ng ating mga guro ng Rion 11. Ito na po yung last episode, ang fourth episode po ng ating palatuntunon na psychosocial and wellness of session of teachers in Region 11. Ano ba yung mga hinanda natin na mga ipakikita ngayong hapon na to, Marge?
Yes, sir. Ngayong hapon ay meron tayong mga panibagong makakasama online na siyang magbibigay sa atin ng mga tips and mga personal experiences nila regarding sa psychosocial health and wellness. Okay, and I would before I proceed, sir, we would like to acknowledge ang isa pa nating kasamahan dito po sa ating virtual na podium, ang ating HRMO ng Deped Region 11, Sir Leonidas Jimmy T. Jesuro. Hello, Sir Jimmy.
Hello, good afternoon, Ma'am Marge and Sir Rick. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. At sa lahat po ng ating mga DepEd officials and teachers, most especially joining us this afternoon. Magandang hapon po.
Yes, magandang hapon, Sir Jimmy. At bago natin simulan ng ating programa ngayong hapon na to, ay inaanyahan namin ang lahat para magsimula at ating awitin ang ating pambansang awit.
Sa tanang among salaan na akamu pasaylo, amahan ikaw ang labing gamhanan, angay kang sangtiton ug angay kang dalaygon. O ikaw balaan di angay nga kalimtan, labing gamhanan gugmang way katapusan. Sa adlaw-adlaw angay kang halaran. Oh Diyos, ngalan mo nga pagkabalaan. Oh Diyos, dungog mo himaya sa langit ug yuta.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
O God, you are the source of life and peace. Praised be your name forever. We know it is you who turns our minds to thoughts of peace. Hear our prayer in this time of crisis. Your power changes hearts. Regardless of what religion, we come in unity with you as brothers and sisters. Enemies begin to speak to one another. Those who are estranged joined hands in friendship. Nations seek the way of peace together. Bless and protect each one of us. Strengthen our resolve to give witness to these truths by the way we live. Give to us understanding that puts an end to strife, mercy that quenches hatred, and forgiveness that overcomes vengeance. Empower all people to live in your law of love.
Amen.
Diyos, ngalan mo nga pagkabalaan. Diyos, dungog mo himaya sa langit ug yuta. Diyos, dungog mo himaya sa langit ug yuta. Diyos, ngalan mo nga pagkabalaan. Diyos, dungog mo himaya sa langit ug yuta.
Davao Region, pinanggang yuta, may bukid apong halabing taas. Haring agilan na sudnong langgang, waling-waling haras sa kamulakan. May ulawan ug haring durian, lubi ug saging, bugas damian, yutang gimahal sa Davaoenyo, makugihong mga tao. Ang milangko, mga probinsya, mga dakbayan nagkahiusa, may gituuhan nga Dios. Davao de Oro, Davao Oriental, del Norte Occidental, del Sur, siyudad sa Davao, Panabutagong, Samal Island, Mati ug Digos. Davao Region, gipanalikdan, mga bahanding kinaiyahan, yutang tabunok, daghanang nindot, nga kapanginabuhian. Garbo sa tanan ng Davao Region, among yuta nga gipangga.
A prayer for teachers. Giver of all wisdom and greatest of all teachers, look upon our teachers with love. Grant them the resolve to nurture our eager minds and to never give up on us who fall behind. Bless their hearts, for they rejoice when we succeed and encourage us when we fail. Endow them with gentle patience, for the path of learning is never easy. Kindle a spirit of passion in them. It is the flame that ignites the love of learning in us. Help them see the potential in each student. Their belief in us means much more than the grade we make. Instill in them a commitment to keep on learning. It shows us to not fear new knowledge and experiences. Inspire them to touch the future. They influence how big a dream we dream for ourselves. Bless our teachers who have come before, for their work endures to this day. Let the light of your example shine upon all teachers, to build up with their words, to love with their mind, to share with their heart. Amen.
Wala po kasi din na yung live. Yes, good afternoon once again, and welcome to our fourth episode for the Regional Psychosocial and Wellness Kumustahan with our teachers. Happy World Teachers Day sa lahat po ng mga teachers who are joining us this afternoon. And to welcome all of us, to give her message, and actually to inspire all of us this afternoon is one of our educational leaders in the Department of Education, Regional Office 11. I am actually happy to introduce her before her message this afternoon because I think if we are looking for a role model, an epitome of a formidable yet loving educational leader of our time, the one I'll be introducing to you is actually the best person that we have. She started in her Deped journey as a teacher one until she became teacher two, MT one, and then principal one, and then later on she became EPS one and ASDS until she became also a schools division superintendent and now our assistant regional director. She has just celebrated her 24th year anniversary with DepEd last June 13, 2020. Her diligence and strategic critical thinking skills have paved the way to numerous achievements of the organization she have handled in DepEd. Truly a source of inspiration to all teachers who wish to seize and reach their dreams in life. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our Assistant Regional Director for her welcome message and challenge to all our teachers in the celebration of World Teachers Day, Dr. Maria Ines C. Asuncion, CESO 5. ARD, good afternoon po.
Hi, good afternoon, Jimmy, our very active and intelligent human resource officer. Thank you for reminding me that I'm already 24th year of the Department of Education. Thank you so much for that very generous introduction. To our regional director, Dr. Evelyn R. Fitalvero, to our schools division superintendents and assistant schools division superintendents, to our regional and division chiefs, unit heads, supervisors, school heads, ICTU team, all teachers, partners, and stakeholders, happy World Teachers Day and welcome to our Kamustahan program of DepEd Region 11. Based on the 1966 International Labor Organization or UNESCO recommendation, it is our mandate to ensure that the rights and responsibilities of the teachers are carried and that the standards for the teacher preparations in further education, recruitment and employment, and teaching and learning conditions are addressed. So please let us know how we can help and assist you, all teachers, especially in this very challenging moment. Teachers are recognized as the key to the achievement of the Education 2030 agenda based on the Sustainable Development Goal 4.c. Therefore, it is really crucial that we ensure that the welfare of our teachers are delivered and that their professional development plan must continue so that they can effectively teach our learners, our future generation. Thank you, dear teachers, for the hard work, for the commitment, and for your kindness and generosity. All your efforts will never go in vain because they will surely leave a special mark in the hearts and minds of our learners. May God bless the works of your hands, dear teachers. Happy Teachers' Day to all our beloved teachers of Davao Region. God bless us all.
Thank you very much, Ma'am ARD. That was a very inspiring message to all of us. And we could not imagine Deped Davao Region 11 without you po and our RD, Dr. Evelyn Futalvero. Thank you very much po for the daily dose of inspiration to all of us.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hello,
All right.
partner, Ma'am Marge
Yes,
and Sir
sir.
Rick.
Hi, hello po, Sir Jimmy. Once again, Sir Jimmy, no, nais ko lamang pong pasalamatan ng ating Assistant Regional Director dahil sa patuloy niya pong pagsuporta sa iba't ibang mga programa ng bawat functional division ng ating Regional Office 11. Dahil lahat po ng mga online na mga programs na ginaganap dito po sa Region 11, lagi pong pinapaanyayahan ni ARD. Talagang nagpapakita siya ng suporta, solid yung suporta ni ARD sa ating mga programa. Kaya naman, ARD, we thank you so much and we feel highly motivated po with your presence. And for sure, natutuwa din po ang ating mga guro dahil po sa iyong inspirational na message this afternoon. And once again, happy Teachers Day, ARD.
Okay. Thank you very much, ARD. Siguro, introduce natin yung isang importanteng opisyales ng ating Rio, no? Ang promotor ng kamustahang ito, no? Siguro simulan muna sa pag-introduce, Miss Marge.
Yes, to give us the rationale of the fourth episode, our teachers, friends, and colleagues in the department, it is my honor to introduce to you our Chief of the Education Support Services Division, Dr. Warlito E. Hua.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, sir. Please take it away.
Hello, Marge. How are you? Hello, Sir Eric.
I am okay po. Good afternoon, Sir Hua. Ayan. Sir Hua, please take it away po for our rationale.
To our Regional Director, Ma'am Evelyn R. Calvero, to our Assistant Regional Director, Ma'am Maria Ines C. Asuncion, all the regional functional employees, as well as the chiefs, all the schools division superintendents, their assistants, and all the teaching and non-teaching personnel of the Deped Region 11.
Experiencing technical glitches, no? Ganyan po talaga yung ating normal. The new normal, part na po yung mga glitches, no? Sa ilang sandali, babalik natin si Dr. Noy Hua para magsimula ng kanyang pananalita sa episode 4 na ito, no? At hindi talaga natin inaasahan yung mga ganyang mga glitches na ganyan. So, binabati ko po muli ang ating mga guro ng Happy Teachers Day, no? Nagsimula nung Monday, talaga namang napakaganda ng mga pinaghahandang mga paluntuntunan ng iba't ibang mga school ng ating Rion 11, no? At marami pa pong hinahanda ang ating Rion. So, dyan lang po muna tayo at magsisimula tayo at inaayos lamang po yung ating audio ng ating chip ng ating ESD. Sir Jimmy, kamusta ka na, Sir Jimmy? Parang ang tagal nating di nakita.
Yes, sir. Long time no see po.
Long time no
Ako rin
see.
po ay lumabas nung Lunes. We had a monitoring sa schools po ng Tagum City Division. So, hello din po sa aking kasama po doon, Dr. Pedelina Huevos, na naiwan ko po
Wow.
ngayon kasi andito po ako sa ating 4th episode. So,
Yes,
hello po, Ma'am Inday.
Yan ang isang karakteristik ni Sir Jimmy, no? Hindi nang iiwan. Hindi nang iiwan sa kamustahan ng ating
Opo.
psychosocial wellness,
Yes.
no? Kasi mahal na mahal niya yung mga guro natin dito sa Rion 11.
Oh, yes,
No?
same with you, Sir Rick. And congratulations
Mm.
po in advance sa inyo, sa ICTU at saka rin po kay Dr. Noy Hua ng ESSD sa kanilang programa na I think 4 na Miyerkules po ito. Tama po ba,
Yes.
Sir Rick?
Oo. Kasama ka na rin doon sa pasasalamatan namin kasi isa ka rin sa pangkat na bumuo ng isang session na 4 na episode na
Yes, sir.
talaga namang inabangan ng
I
ating
just
mga
missed
guro.
episode 2 po, yung second episode kasi may important meeting rin po ako during that time. Okay,
Pero
salamat
ang
po.
gaganda ng inyong mga inihanda at i-present sa ating mga guro. Ang dami
Yes,
pong mga magagandang komento na natanggap ang aking webpage, ang ICT webpage, na
Praise
sana
God.
hindi lamang daw po simula maging tuloy-tuloy ang ating pagbibigay sa kanila ng inspirasyon, lalong-lalo na nagsimula na po ang ating opening of classes.
Yes,
No, hindi lamang
definitely.
namin ito ginagawa, mahal naming guro, dahil ngayon ay buwan o araw ng teachers, na World Teachers Day. Ito po ay hinahanda at pinag-iisipan na rin po ng aming mga director, assistant director, at ang pinuno ng ESSD na magkaroon po ng tuloy-tuloy na programa para po sa ating mga guro.
Definitely po, because no one will be left behind among our
Yes.
teachers. Tama po ba, Sir Rick?
Okay, Sir Jimmy, nandito na si Sir Noy. Sir Noy!
Yes, welcome
So,
back po.
babalik na natin si Sir Noy. Nagkaroon ng technical problem ang kanyang audio. So, take it away, Sir Noy.
Yeah. Good afternoon to all of you. Nagfi-feedback pa rin ako, ano? Hello? Good afternoon to all of you. Parang mayroon pa rin technical problem, sir. Hello?
Meron pa.
Okay na ba?
Pag nandito kami ni Sir Jimmy, nawawala eh. Sir Jimmy, siguro dito na tayo habang nagsasalita si Sir Noy.
Yes, sir.
Nagkakaroon siya ng audio, na feedback. May feedback yung kanyang audio.
Nag-feedback. Bakit kaya?
Siguro, Sir Noy, naka-high volume ang iyong or something wrong. Gamitan mo kaya ng headset o earphone.
Ayan, actually, Sir Rick, maraming mga good news yung dala si Dr. Noy Hua. So we cannot really forgo and not take the chance that we will hear his message this afternoon and some surprises with him for the World Teachers Day celebration this coming Friday.
Kaya siguro nagkakaroon ng technical glitch yung kanyang part dahil marami siyang mga magagandang ibabalita para sa ating mga guro, ano?
Para pong pinapa-suspense po,
surprise. Suspense and surprise. So anyway, tuloy-tuloy po tayo, Sir Jimmy, no? Habang hinihintay natin maayos yung audio ni Sir Hua, ano po ba yung mga aasahan ng ating mga viewer, ang ating mga
Yeah,
guro
that's good.
sa hapong ito?
Yes. If I may share kasi yung title po ng ating fourth episode, Guro, Guro, bakit
Guro.
ka nagtuturo? Salamat sa iyo. Mayroon pang
Yes. Ang ganda, no? Ang
So, para
ganda.
po kasi ito, Sir Rick, tribute po sa ating mga teachers sa buong
Mm.
Region 11, no, for all their hard work and for all their diligence while teaching online or offline with our learners. So, ito po isang tribute. Meron po tayong guest kasi third episode po last week sa Manila po, no? If you remember Dr. Sheikh Hoxon,
Yes, apo.
she is from Manila. At ngayon
Yes.
naman po international, Sir Rick. Galing
Wow.
po
Oh.
ito ngayon ng
Ah,
Brisbane, Australia.
yan po
Di ba?
yung kahalagahan ng ating teknolohiya ngayon.
Yes.
Teknolohiya, kahit nasa malayo kang continent, nasa malayo kang lugar, we can go and collaborate and talk with each other.
Yes.
No?
Correct.
At
No? So we have one
mm,
speaker from Brisbane, Australia. I think
okay.
kung tayo po ay 2:00 ngayon, 4:00 po ng hapon sa kanila ngayon doon. And then we also have actually 3 speakers or sharers po ngayong hapon. All
Oo.
put together to inspire our teachers in Region 11 celebration of the World Teachers Day.
Yes. Okay. Si Sir Noy.
Ayan.
Are you okay now, Sir Noy?
Yeah, okay na.
All right.
Nasususpense mo naman yung mga magagandang balita mo para sa ating mga teachers, Sir Noy.
Oo nga.
Sige, Sir Noy. Sayong-sayo na po para sa magandang balita ng iyong programa para sa ating mga guro.
Okay. To our regional director, Ma'am Evelyn R. Fetalvero. To our assistant regional director, Ma'am Maria Ines C. Asuncion. All the regional functional chiefs and employees, all the schools division superintendents and assistant schools division superintendents, all the teaching and non-teaching personnel of Deped Region 11. To our invited guests, isang mapagpalang hapon po sa ating lahat. This afternoon, we are now on our fourth and last episode of Kumustahan with the Teachers as part of our National Teachers Month celebration and World Teachers Day, which our regional office will celebrate this coming Friday, October 9. Today's episode entitled Guro, Guro, Bakit Ka Nagtuturo? Salamat sa'yo. Shows so much gratitude and appreciation to our teachers for all the wonderful and meaningful contributions they have shared to all of us. In this episode, we have invited speakers who will share their successes in life as well as their memorable experiences from their teachers. We have invited speakers from Australia and from the city of Mandaluyong who will share to us their insights of the impact of the teachers in their lives. We have also invited guests who is a Metrobank awardee because of her exemplary performance as a teacher. We hope and pray that this episode will give us more appreciation on the noble contribution of the teachers in our community. Mabuhay ang Pilipinong guro. Mabuhay tayong lahat. Happy Teachers Day to all. We love you and God bless us always. Back to you, Sir Rick and Sir Jim. Naka-mute kayata, Sir Rick.
Thank you very much po, Sir Noy. No? Akala ko sasabihin mo na yung mga sorpresa na para ibibigay natin sa mga teachers, no?
Yes,
Kasi
marami.
kasi kami kanina naghahanda na kami para sa Friday. So thank you very much, Sir Noy. At siguro I have to introduce our next speaker, no? Our next speaker, it's my privilege, no? And napaka nagagalak ako para ako po ang magpakilala sa susunod nating speaker. Siya po ay produkto ng isang napakalaking eskwelahan dito sa Davao City. Siya po ay AB Mass Communication sa Ateneo de Davao University. At siya po ay Diploma of Leadership and Management graduate sa Vibe College, Brisbane City, Australia. Owner of Create PH clothing brand dito po sa Davao City, no? Tint Guard Marketing Officer, Brisbane City, Australia. Also, he is the ambassador of Mates International Education and Visa Service in Australia. Actually, as far as the presentation na nakita ko sa kanya, if I'm not mistaken, siya po ay twin, no? May kakambal po siya. And I would like to introduce to you Mr. Ernest Jan Ulep. Good afternoon, Sir Ulep. And welcome to our episode of the Psychosocial Wellbeing Session with Deped Teachers. Magandang hapon po, Sir. Kamusta po kayo dyan sa Australia?
Good afternoon, sir. I'm doing well. Kakatapos lang po ng work.
Salamat naman po. At kami po'y natutuwa at pinaunlakan niyo po yung aming imbitasyon sa inyo para sa aming mga guro dito sa Region 11. At taga Davao din po pala kayo, sir.
Yes, sir. From Magsaysay, Davao del Sur po.
Wow, we are very proud na you are also a product of the schools in our Davao region, Sir Ernest Jan Ulep. So, ito po si Sir Ernest Jan Ulep para magbigay po sa atin ng something talk para po sa ating mga guro. Sige po, Sir Ulep.
Thank you, sir. To our Assistant Regional Director, Dr. Maria Asuncion, to our Chief of Education Support Services Division, Dr. Warlito Hua, to Dr. Evelyn Fitalvera, our Regional Director, to our Education Program Supervisor and Specialist, Dr. Dohani Aguilar and Mr. Christian Rivero, and to all amazing and brave teachers out there, good afternoon. Before I start my talk, I just really want to greet everyone a happy Teacher's Day. According to F. Shunil Jose, one of the widely read English Filipino writers, the influence of teachers extend beyond the classroom, well into the future. My name is Ernest John Ulep, and I just want to share to you my story. So I think Sir Rick already introduced me. I am a product of Ateneo de Davao University, a graduate of AB Mass Communication, and currently I am studying Diploma of Leadership and Management here in Australia. I am an owner of a small clothing brand here in Create PH, with it's called Create PH, which I established few months ago. And currently, as an international student, I am also working as a full-time marketing officer for Tint Guard. It is a car detailing and window tinting company. And also, I am one of the 16 ambassadors of MATES International Education and Visa Services here in Australia. So, behind the milestones I have achieved right now is because of the people who believed in me and nurtured me to become who I am today. And these are my teachers. And the first and best teacher I have is my mother, Mrs. Digna G. Ulep. So she used to teach me. She used to teach in a rural area in Takol Elementary School, which is in Davao del Sur. I remember during kindergarten, my twin and father and I would travel an hour using a motorcycle to get there to their school. We did that every day so we can spend time with my mama because every time she gets home, either she's already tired or busy doing her class record. So that time it was hard since dalawa kami ng kambal ko, nakasakay kami sa motor ni Papa tapos we would travel mountains para lang maka-visit kami kay Mama since it was hard to travel to that area. So after a few years, she was transferred to Magsaysay Central Elementary School, the same school I was attending. So my twin and I were so happy because we were able to spend more time with our mother. So imagine she became our grade 3 science teacher. So it was a little bit awkward since she was there everywhere we go. So she was also my coach for several events. She was my coach in declamation, science quiz, readers theater, smart talking, journalism, and she was even our journalism advisor, SSG advisor, and um, my pageant coach before. So she was very supportive with what we wanted to do. We were since we were in kindergarten to what we are right now. Mm. During the grade school graduation, um, I became the class valedictorian and my twin was the salutatorian. So my si mama yung type of mother na very involved in everything we do sa ako ang kambal. So when I ran for SSG president during grade school, uh, akong my twin was the vice president and my mother was okay with it. She was very supportive along with my father and all of my relatives. So during graduation, I became class valedictorian and my brother was salutatorian, and I can see that she was so proud from all the competitions that I have been through, from the reviews that gave us so that we could catch up with our academics. She was always there. And yes, I am very thankful for my first teacher, Mrs. Digna G. Ulap of Magsaysay Central Elementary School. So fast forward, after graduation, after grade school, I went to Barayong National High School, Davao del Sur, for my secondary education. It was really hard because, you know, it was a different environment. It was hard for me to adjust since it was out of my comfort zone. Um, my mother was no longer there to coach me during competitions, and um, I had new classmates, new teachers, but I had my twin and amazing mentors that guided me in every competition and organization I participated in. So I think high school was I consider high school as my peak of experience since I've been to a lot of places, I've met a lot of people, and I am very happy with it. I competed in different events during Division School's press conference, Festival of Talents, Science and Math Quest, and many more. Siguro ang nahirapan lang akong salihan that time was anything related to math since I am not good with mathematics. I think it's my weakness, but yes, I was really trying to get better with it thanks to my math teachers. Thank you so much. So I was also very active in Boy Scouts of the Philippines, Red Cross Youth, peer counselors, and most of all, Supreme Student Government. So I attended a lot of jamborees, emergency scout trainings. Also, I attended different activities like National Youth Congress for Red Cross Youth, attended regional events for peer counselors. I became one of the representative of Davao del Sur um, to learn more about peer counseling. And in Supreme Student Government, I've met a lot of people from different parts of the region, and that's where I met Sir Hua, who became one of my best mentors in the leadership arena. So during my high school days, I had to balance my academics and extracurricular activities since I was um, I wanted to become class valedictorian, and I also wanted to hold the highest position, which was the SSG president. But it was too hard since there was a lot of responsibility that I need to hold on to. There there were a lot of challenges since an SSG president needs to be everywhere during events, and all of my teachers were concerned that if I become an SSG president, I might fall short in my academic side. But luckily, my teachers did not let that happen. They were very supportive. Every time I had to attend seminars, um, meetings related to the Supreme Student Government, or even different competitions, they made sure that I was able to catch up with my studies. They would give me special exams, special quizzes, um, which helped me a lot so that I could learn and um, understand the subjects same time as my classmates. So then they were also very supportive with my extracurricular activities. So I've been to a lot of places because of my teachers. Um, they've seen my potential um, as a student, and they gave me a lot of opportunities um, to join competitions. And one of the highest recognition I received was being one of the top 10 most outstanding SSG presidents of Region 11 in 2014. That time it was hard since for many years, Barayong National High School was an underdog when it comes to the leadership arena, um, leadership landscape. We didn't have enough leaders that wanted to join this recognition, which was the most outstanding SSG presidents. They didn't have enough resources or didn't have enough experience. But luckily, during my time, the teachers were very supportive. Um, I remembered while I was still applying for this recognition, I remembered I remembered Ma'am Elizabeth Agbay, our principal that time, lend me her office for the weekend so that I could print um, all of my track record, my grades, do everything I want with her office, and even connect to the Wi-Fi because that time I need to compile all my record in order for me to um, apply for that certain recognition. And she also gave me allowance from her own pocket para makapunta ako during interviews since um, the most outstanding SSG president had um, different requirements. One was a paper to be submitted, and there was a partial interview. So Barayang National High School was around 3 hours away from Davao City. So that time, Ma'am Agbay was very supportive. She would give me allowance from her own pocket and will tell my SSG advisor, Sir Imbo, um, na to take care of me and would guide me during my interview. And that time, I can feel that very motherly si Ma'am Agbay and the rest of my teachers. Pati si Sir Imbo, my SSG advisor that time, was very supportive. It, it didn't feel like he was my advisor, but he was a friend that was willing to help me every time I needed guidance. So fast forward, I was awarded, and I was very thankful because I've met a lot of intelligent people along the way. I've met Sir Hua, who became one of my mentors, and um, that's it for my leadership journey for high school. And I can say my high school experience was great because I was guided by competent and passionate teachers. The principal and teachers were very supportive during my administration as the SSG president, and they helped me to become the confident student leader during those days. So in 2015, I graduated as class valedictorian of the special program in the arts, and also my twin brother was the first honorable mention. So that time I was really thankful for every teacher na who had been with me throughout my 4 year journey in high school because um, I can see that my high school memory is still very vivid. While I was making this message last night, I was making the PowerPoint presentation. I look at the pictures and I say, wow, I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot of experience. I've been to a lot of ups and downs, and yes, I would never have experienced those things without my teachers. So to all the teachers of Barayang National High School, if you are listening or watching this live stream right now, I want to thank you all. Thank you so much. So the same year, I studied in Ateneo de Davao University as a mass communication student, and the challenges were doubled since I was the only one from my school to study there. So when I decided to go to Ateneo with the help of my teachers in high school, because that time I was so lost, I wanted to pursue something that um, I don't know how to translate. So with the help of my teachers, Sir Pongkardas, Sir Michael Tapdasan, they became my counselors that time. I was asking them, sir, what course would fit me, would fit my personality, and would fit my passion? Because that time I was really into photography and filmmaking and graphic arts. So Sir Tapdasan, Sir Pongkardas, and Sir Inanoria, all my teachers from the SPA were telling me that I should pursue what I love. So I decided to go to mass communication in Ateneo. So it was hard since I was the only one from Barayong Nacional to attend such prestigious school, and I was so lonely. I didn't know anyone when I got there. Luckily, um, um, I found some friends along the way, and I had supportive teachers as well. So it was very hard for me to adjust in a different environment since my twin decided to pursue nursing in San Pedro. So I was completely alone because my twin also decided to um, go on a on a different direction. He wanted to pursue nursing. So um, we only meet during after class when we go to our apartment or dorm. Then we don't really talk that much that time since I know he's also occupied with his studies. So that time I had my teachers in Ateneo. Um, I was able to talk to some of my teachers in theology, and they gave me some advice whether I should pursue this organization, should I go to this competition or not. Then they would also guide me. For example, that time I was really active in at joining film competitions. So that time I I rely on them for help. I ask them if am I doing this right? Can you please help me if I feel a little bit short on this situation? And they were always there for me. And I was really thankful because I was able to survive college with their help. College was tough, but the teachers were a little more strict when it comes to projects, assessments, and exams. So compared to high school, teachers in college will focus more on your output than on your personality or yourself. Because there's a certain characteristic of a teacher in high school and elementary that you can't find in college, which I totally understand because I know that um, I realized that they were preparing us for the real world. They were creating tough situations for us to become tough people. So during my college days, I was able to make friends, join different organizations, non government organizations, and I was able to compete in different competitions. You can see in the next slide. So that time, um, during my college years, I was able to balance my academics and extracurricular activities. I was even able to compete in national and local photography and film festivals. And I was lucky enough to bag several awards for best acting, best acting, editing, and more. So some of my best experience in college was joining film festivals since I love to do films. So um, sometimes I was the director, or sometimes I'm the actor, and I am really blessed because every time I join competitions, I always go home to go home with a recognition. So yeah, I hello Ma'am Jessie. Shout out to my former dance teacher in Davao del Sur Barang National High School. So yes, so aside from foot film, I was also able to maintain my dean's list status in Ateneo. And yes, I'm really grateful that I was able to graduate in the School of Arts and Sciences, AB Mass Communication, with a lot of experience with me. Now that I am carrying all of these, uh, now I am doing a lot of things here in Australia. So now I am studying diploma of management, leadership and management here in Brisbane, Australia. And now I am in a different level of a difficult situation since all of my family members are back in the Philippines. So before I started my classes here, I worked as a hotel room cleaner. Yes. Um, I worked as a hotel room cleaner to support my studies since living abroad was very expensive. So that time, when I got here, I wanted to look for a job, and it was not easy, especially if you're an international student. So the easiest work that I was able to find was a housekeeping job. And I did not complain since it actually paid the bills and it was a great experience for me. Um, have you imagined in the movies where an OFW is in a hotel or in a house cleaning? Yes, I've experienced that and I actually felt that experience. Um, yung tipong naglilinis ka ng banyo or kwarto and mapapaisip ka na lang na, okay, this is for my dreams, para sa people na nag-believe sa ako. So, I did not stop. Then, after a few months, I was able to find a better job because before I was in a cleaning job, I always wanted to do an office job. Every time I would walk around Brisbane City, I would look at these people wearing fancy clothes, wearing wearing suit and tie, going to work, bringing their suitcase with them. I wanted to experience that. I always told myself one day you're gonna get up from your cleaning job and you will be able to do what you really want. Padayon lang, padayon lang. I always told myself that. So after a few months, I was able to find a better job, a job that I really love, which was being a marketing officer for Tint Guard. So now I am doing photography job. I do photography and videos for Tint Guard. So uh, a little plug. you may check my Facebook page if you want to see some videos and photos. So yes, now I can see myself in a better place since I listened to what my mentors told me, just to continue, do not quit. Um, just so then fast forward, I was already getting a hang of Australia. I was already starting to adjust. Then pandemic happened. So that time I had to work harder. I felt so lost that time because I was so homesick. So because my plan was after a year of studying, by October I was supposed to go home to the Philippines just to visit, then resume my studies by November. But due to pandemic, due to coronavirus, all of the borders have been closed. Um, I wasn't able to take a flight back home, and if I was able to, it was gonna be impossible for me to come back here. So my parents and I decided to just stay here, um, just observe the situation, and probably when the borders are closed, opened, and when Philippines is back to normal or a little bit more safe, then I will be going home. So that time, um, I was so homesick. I would cry myself to sleep every time my parents call because I was already anticipating of going home. Um, yeah, I already wanted to you know already wanted to feel their hugs, their kisses. I wanted to see my baby niece because my brother already has a family, and I wanted to you know see that. Then a lot of things happened, but um that time I badly wanted to go home. But the CEO of my school, Vibe College, so the CEO is Mr. Bikash Pandi, personally asked me if I was doing fine alone in a foreign country. Although I have my friends here, but my family is far away from me. So I replied that with a sad face and told him that I could not see a clear path for myself here in Australia since a lot of things are happening back in the Philippines. There was earthquakes, pandemic, and many more. So the teachers of Vibe College, especially the CEO, helped me to cope up with my loneliness. They were very caring to all international students who were suffering from the pandemic. They handed out different forms of assistance to all of us and made sure that we were in good shape. So what I like about the teachers during my stay here in Australia was they made me feel like I would never left home because um, they were always making sure that I was okay. They knew everyone. They would talk to everyone like they were not CEOs or they were not in higher authority. And they would just sit down and talk to you and ask you if you're doing okay. And that time, I was so thankful because my mentors in Vibe College was able to help me with my frustrations, my my depression, since I was so down that time. Even though I was doing good, sometimes I feel that I wasn't good enough since I feel trapped in a really nice place because I was not able to go home. I wasn't able to go home. But now I am doing well. Thank you to Vibe College, to all my mentors. So now I just finished my first course in Australia. So just last week, I finished my first course, which is Diploma of Leadership and Management. And by November, I am moving forward to Advanced Diploma of Leadership and Management. And after that, I am already sure that I will be doing my master's here in Australia as well. So during my ups and downs, I realized that a teacher was always there when I could not see a bright path for myself. There was always one teacher who empowered me every time I was already on the verge of giving up. And there was always a teacher who became a new family member every time I was away from mine. And for that, I am extremely grateful to all of you. On today's fourth episode of Guro, Bakit Ka Nagtuturo? I want to be one of the few evidence that your profession is vital in uplifting individuals in the society. Without you, there will be no successful people, and without you, I wouldn't be here where I am right now. I may not be successful yet, but I am striving to become successful because of you. Our relationship as a student and teacher does not end when we finish a certain year level. It goes on as long as we apply and internalize the things you have taught us on a daily basis. So, from grade school to high school to college, I have brought all of my learnings and I am applying it to what I am today. And I'm so glad that you know who you are. I am so glad that I've met you. I was able to become your student, and thank you. No words can describe how I truly feel for all my mentors. Uh, we may be in a hard situation right now. I know that Philippines is hello. So we may be in a hard situation right now, and all of you are compromised. All of your way of life has been compromised because of the pandemic. I know there is a drastic change of education system in the Philippines, but I want you to know, hello. Hmm. Um, I think there is a technical problem. Sorry about that. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Thank you, Ma'am Jess. Yes, I am also very proud of what I am today because of all of you. So we may be in a hard situation right now due to a lot of circumstance. We may be in a difficult predicament, but I know that all of the teachers are doing their best. I know that it is hard since my mother is also suffering from the modules and all the assessments and the paperworks, but I'm pretty sure that you are doing your best, and one student is very grateful that you are doing your job for them for a brighter future. And I want to thank you for all of that. I owe a lot of I owe a lot, I owe a lot to all of you. My drive to reach success is fueled by your teachings and encouragement. And for that, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Stay safe always and have a great day. Happy Teachers Day to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Sir Ernest John Ulep, no?
Thank you,
Produkto
Sir
pala
Rick.
natin si Sir Ernest ng ating public schools, and I heard that your mother is a teacher.
Yes, sir.
So,
She's
guro, bakit ka nagtuturo? Aha, nandito po si Ernest John Ulep, ang produkto ng ating public schools. Guro. Napakaganda ng experience ni Sir Ulep, no? Nakaka-inspired para sa ating mga learners. Di ba, Sir Noy?
Yes, thank you very much, AJ, for accepting our invitation. Na talaga, we miss you here in the Philippines.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Mm.
I would also like to thank you, Sir Hua, for inviting me. Thank you. Ever since I was in high school, I know that you have given a lot of trust in me to become one of your speakers during your special events. And in SSG, or in any DepEd related activities. Thank you so much.
Yes, no? Nakikita ko yung comment ng inyong dating naging guro, Sir Ulep, no? Mr. Ulep. So na si Mr. Jesse Soberano. He is very proud of you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes.
Yes, mag-ingat ka dyan, AJ. Ano,
Kayo rin, sir.
ang surprise ko sana sa'yo, dalawa kayo ng kambal mo ang kukunin ko.
Oh.
Kaya but he refused dahil nga mahina daw yung kanilang internet doon sa Kinglawan ba yun?
Yes, sir. They are also experiencing poor connection in Kiblawan. Sometimes I'm not able to call them as well. So I can only contact them if they're in Magsaysay.
Yes, no? Wala po kaming maihahandog sa ating speaker ngayong hapon na to. May hininda po kaming certification or certificate of recognition para po kay Ernest Jan Ulep, no? At ito po, babasahin ko na po. Certificate of Appreciation is given to Mr. Ernest Jan Ulep for his invaluable time and effort rendered as a speaker during the regional psychosocial and wellness Kumustahan with Teachers, given the 7th day of October 2020 at Deped Regional Office, 11 F. Torres Street, Davao City. Signed, Dr. Evelyn R. Petalbero, sa support. Maraming salamat, Mr. EJ Ulep. At naway lagi ka mag-iingat sa iyong kinaroroonan ngayon at kami natutuwa buong opisyales ng ating Region 11. We are very proud of you.
Yes, AJ, we cannot forget you, especially your contribution to our public schools, being a role model, a student leader, and a good professional nowadays.
Thank you so much, sir. And I owe a lot of my success to all of you. So I hope I get to see you soon physically, and I wish to be part of your other activities in the near future. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Sir Ulep.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, tuloy-tuloy po tayo. Sir Ulep, maraming salamat. Sir Noy, Marge,
Yes.
sino ba ang ating susunod na speaker? Pwede bang ipakilala mo, Marge?
Yes, bago ko ipakilala ang ating susunod na speaker, gusto ko lang sabihin no, na I am personally proud of our first speaker since siya po ay hailed from and I am also from Davao del Sur. So habang ako'y nakikinig sa kanyang sharing kanina, ramdam ko kung gaano siya ka-grateful sa kanyang mga teachers. And one good thing about our first speaker is naaalala niya pa po yung mga pangalan ng kanyang mga guro. Okay, so that alone can mean a lot to our teachers. Sobrang sarap po ng pakiramdam para sa ating mga teachers na naaalala sila ng kanilang mga former na mga estudyante. So once again, we wish you the best of luck dyan sa Australia, Sir EJ, and we do hope na after the pandemic, after coronavirus, and if it's safer to come home here in the Philippines, sana ay makita ka namin at nang mapasalamatan ka namin ng personal. Alright, so moving on, from one successful youth leader to a dynamic educational leader of our division. It is an honor to introduce our next speaker this afternoon. She is going to share her personal experiences and inputs as a teacher. She is an education program supervisor of the Division of Panabo City and awarded as the Metrobank awardee last 2011 for her outstanding accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, hindi ko na po patatagalin pa. Let us welcome Dr. Giovanni Aguilar.
Hi!
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon, Ma'am Giovanni.
Good afternoon. Am I clear, Marge? Okay lang bang
Yes, ma'am.
audio?
Yes po. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Giovanni, no, sa pagpapaunlak po ng aming imbitasyon. Alam po namin na busy po kayo sa napakaraming bagay, yung module sa ADM, at may
Yes.
so
Grabe na ang
maraming salamat
module.
at nabigyan niyo po. Yes, ma'am. If you are ready, please take it away.
Ayan. Thank you. Thank you, Marge. Good afternoon, everyone. Before I will share with you my journey as a teacher, join me first in reminiscing that most wonderful day of my life where I felt very appreciated of all my teaching endeavors.
Fourth and last awardee in the elementary competition is Mrs. Joanne Camilion Aguilar. Teaching for 12 years now, Mrs. Aguilar is Master Teacher 2 at the Panabo Central Elementary School at Panabo City with English as field of specialization. She developed lesson guides in English 1 to 6, published by the Basic Education Assistance for Mindanao, or BEAM, a project funded by the Australian government and distributed to schools in regions 11, 12, and the ARMM. She brought honors to her hometown by being the first teacher from Panabo to win in the search.
Ayan. Okay. So that was indeed a happy day, di ba? Seldom for us teachers to be able to be congratulated in person by the President of the Philippines. So for just an appreciation, hindi yung para magpapirma ng ano or whatever. Basta for appreciation, seldom for us teachers to be there. So thank you very much for sharing with me, reminiscing that wonderful moment. So hopefully, one of these days, one of the coming years, kayo din po ang pupunta doon sa Malacanang to be congratulated by the President of the Philippines. Okay? So, once again, my courtesy po to our Regional Director, Director Evelyn Petalvero, our ARD, Ma'am Ines Asuncion, who's been a part of who I am today, to Sir Chief Werlito Hua, for inviting me over. Thank you very much, sir. To all our supervisors, to our chiefs, to all the teachers sa buong Pilipinas, happy World Teachers Day po sa ating lahat. Please know that we are all outstanding teachers. Lahat tayo, ikaw, ako, we are all outstanding teachers. We serve without ceasing. With all our hearts, we serve our respective children. We teach them with all our hearts. And being appreciated and recognized of what we do without expecting it is very uplifting. We are very thankful for all the local, for all the national and international award-giving bodies for continuously appreciating us teachers with all those showers of blessings. And I'm so blessed to be one of those recipients, one of the recipients of the 2011 Metrobank Outstanding Teacher Awards. And I would like to share with you my journey. Why did I get the award? So join me. Ano bang nakita nila? Ano ba ang ginawa ko? How did I perform my duties, my responsibilities as a teacher that made them realize, she's worth awarding. So join me as I go back down the memory lane as to my journey as an outstanding teacher. First of all, when we teach, we really should have good teaching-learning relationship with the students. I had wonderful time with all my students. I taught grade 2, I taught grade 3, grade 5, and grade 6. So I have experience teaching from the last section towards the first section. So klase-klase ng mga bata, naturuan ko yan. So having good relationship with them, being friends with them, with due respect at times is the very important trait that all of us teachers should have, because we want them to communicate with us whatever worries, whatever concerns that they have. So being able to laugh with them, to play with them, to learn with them. So importante yon as a teacher. And I believe I have done that with all the students I have had before. I was also being grateful for being given the opportunity. I know a lot of teachers out there can relate na on top of our teaching tasks, meron pa tayong mga mentoring, mga coaching, and we were able to accomplish something by winning. Winning or not, basta naturuan natin yung ating mga bata, that's a very good accomplishment. So that's one thing I believe that make us very outstanding teachers if we have good relationship with our students. Yan. O on top of our being classroom teachers, meron pa tayong mga scouting activities, meron pa tayong mga sports activities. I have also done that. I have also taught, even if I was not a good dancer that time, I believe I'm good now. So even if I was not a good dancer, kailangan magturo ng sayaw si teacher. So that is still a development for a relationship with our students. And see, kahit mga batang makukulit, basta you relate with them with fun, everything will be all right. So that's one. Another is having good personal and professional relationship with teachers. You know, as a teacher, you need to relate with all your co-teachers as well. You have to develop good personal relationship as well as professional relationship. Hindi lang yung on personal basis, but without learnings, without teaching, learning experiences with your colleagues. So dealing with them, relating with them, ito yung mga karaan ng mga pictures, no, I know natatawa yung aking mga kasamahan dati sa Panabo Central ngayon. So being good with them and having a very nice relationship with all the teachers, lahat madali. So I know all teachers out there nakaka-relate na if you have the very good parang ambience with a working relationship, a very good working relationship with all your co-teachers, madali ang lahat. Madaling natatapos ang mga task, madaling kahit anong oras ng gabi, pwede kayong umuwi, basta maganda ang pakikitungo, pakikisama ninyo sa isa't isa. So I guess I believe that I developed that kind of relationship when I was still in Panabo Central Elementary School. Okay? So nakikita nyo lahat ng mga activities pag sama-sama, talagang maganda ang patutunguhan. So that's having good relationship as well as fun times. Hindi lang puro doon sa library room, doon sa meeting place, doon sa conference room, discussing planning or whatever, gumagawa ng mga reports, pwede rin tayong makapag-enjoy. So enjoy, have fun, and build that relationship with your co-teachers. Yan. Aside from the students and teachers, of course, alam ko lahat tayo, we build, lalo na ngayong panahon na ngayon, we build good relationship with our parents and other stakeholders. Without them, sa kaya tayo hahanap ng pang-support sa kakulangan ng ating mga bond papers and printers and all. But I know Deped has given us much, but we still need the support of our parents and other stakeholders. So relating with them, being open with them, they know they can see our endeavors, they can see our sacrifices, and they're willing to help us. So all we need to do is to relate with them in a good way. Yan. Yan. So a good relationship pa rin. So kung napapansin niyo, it's always having a good relationship with all the people that surround you, that you work with, that make the task, the job, the responsibilities easier. Okay, so ito yung mga ginawa ko. And then another thing is being open to opportunities and accept responsibilities that go along with them. Pati na rin yung mga challenges. So lahat tayo classroom teacher. We teach, we make modules, we assess our children, we do everything in the classroom. But on top of that, we do other things. And these are the things that I have done before when I was still a teacher. I was a speaker facilitator. You will see later on that all these challenges, all these experiences, piece by piece, bit by bit, has molded me to what I am now and what I was during the competition. All the experiences, all the nervous feelings, all the worries, learning from them, lahat yun contributory to what I was during the competition. I was a speaker facilitator. I know a lot of you are also doing this job in your school. I was a demonstration teacher. As a master teacher, you need to be able to demonstrate whatever difficulties your co-teachers face, and you will be able to help them. I was hosting events. Ito halos ng lahat ng mga teachers, or no, most of the teachers I know, takot humawak ng microphone. Pero I was also nervous the first time I held that microphone. But over time, murag na lagi hapon, nabaga na ang naong. So I hosted events and eventually overcome my fear of holding that mic. I overcome that fear of being para bang grammatically wrong or being corrected by other people. So these experiences talagang nakaka-contribute to what I was during the competition. I was also Brigada Eskwela Coordinator. Ngayon na time, busy-busy na, mga May, summer, lahat tayo, mga coordinators ng Brigada Eskwela, super busy. I was also a grade head of grade 6 in Panabo Central. Shout out sa lahat ng mga teachers ng Panabo Central. APES coordinator, uso pa ang APES noon. Ngayon, ewan ko lang kung ibabalik yung ating APES, pero there was a time na talagang grabe ang accreditation natin. So I also coordinated that. I was a Teachers League president in the school. At the same time, I was the Teachers League president of the whole division of Panabo City. So that leadership role I have had, contributory pa rin sa lahat ng meron ako ngayon. Okay? So, kung meron kayo, if you are experiencing the same ngayon, ang dami ko ng coordinatorship, ang dami ko ng tasks, I have a load of responsibilities now. Be thankful because all your experiences doing that job will contribute to what you will become today or in the future. I was also an SBTV trainer. Dito nag-start lahat ng trainership. Shout out to Ma'am Cora Escalera, Ma'am Cora Sabio, my ninangs, who molded us to become very good trainers during that time. The travel from Digos to Igacos, to Davao del Norte, lahat-lahat doing the monthly demonstrations for science and math. Eventually, after being an SBTV trainer, naging DIM trainer din ako ng grade 3 noon in English. And that opened the opportunity for me to be included during in 2006. I was selected, I was chosen to become the BIM in-service English specialist for Region 11. Yan, so dyan nagsimula ang lahat because of all the things that I experienced before that molded me, my confidence level, my parang my trust in myself, my belief in myself, and everything else contributed to me accepting that very crucial role in developing the learning guides. Naalala niyo pa ba ang mga learning guides natin noon? And relating and training teachers, training school heads, relating with higher authorities in regions 11, 12, and ARMM. Yan yung aming mga products before. Sino pa ba ang makakaalala ng ating mga learning guides in English, Math, and Science in 2014 parang start yung BIM 2003. I started in 2006 hanggang 2009. So we developed learning guides. We demonstrate this. We publish this through the help of the Basic Education Assistance for Mindanao. That's an OSAID program in partnership with Deped. And because of my involvement as the BIM in-service English specialist, I was able to work with wonderful people. Ayan, ang SDS namin ngayon, kasama ko noon. Shout out to Chief Ato Sernante. And yung mga kasamahan ko before, hello sa inyong lahat. Kumusta, kumusta? And I got to work with wonderful people, including these three wonderful people also from Australia, Miss Del, Sir Darcy, and Sir Roger. If they are watching, hello, hello to all of you. And of course, involved also in me was being able to work with former RD Susana Estigoy and Gloria Labor. So, lahat ng mga experiences ko with them, all the things that I have learned from them, molded me to whoever I was during the competition na before the competition pala, isang perk, isang perk ng aking pagiging specialist is my first time to go to Australia. So, you'll never know, diba? Blessings come, you just accept challenges, you'll never know ang gaganda ng mga blessings na dumarating. So all you need to do is to be open to all challenges. After BIM, that was the time when the division has chosen me to represent for the Metrobank Foundation Outstanding Filipinos Union for Teachers, for Soldiers, and Police Officers. Nandun tayo yung search for outstanding teachers. Of course, I was hesitant at first, but they believed in me. Why shouldn't I believe in myself? So thank you very much to Chief Eileen Anyenuevo, to Chief Januario Yamota for pushing me. Sir Yamota was my principal back then, and they have pushed me to participate in this contest. Okay, then, wait lang. Okay, so, ayan. May I share with you kung gaano ano ba yon, yung feeling na, wait lang po, may tumatawag. During our competition in the Metrobank search for outstanding teachers, the first was during the semifinals, teaching demonstration. See, I was used to demonstrating. I was used to demonstrating during my teaching days in Panabo Central. So ano na nga ba ang teaching demonstration pagdating ng national? I'm used to it. And so, okay lang pa nervous kaayo tong panahon na, but kaya ra because that I have already experienced that time many times during my teaching period. So kayang-kaya niyo rin when you apply for that award. Ayan. One of the processes also was a panel interview during the semifinals. So being able to talk to people in authority before, nung confidence level ko noon, nagamit ko rin siya during this panel interview. Okay? So I was open before to challenges and meeting new people, meeting higher authorities. And so facing these higher authorities, of course, it's nerve-wracking, pero nakaya pa rin. Okay? So, alam niyo kung ano yung post ko noon sa Facebook? Naalala ko lang, na-scroll ko kagabi. Eto na, panawagan sa tanang nagmahal, iampo in taon, hindi ko mawala sa focus. Tralala kayo. So, nervyos yun siya. Nervyos kayo tong panahon na, pero nakaya ra gihapon. And this is during the final interview. These are our interviewers. It was headed by Senator Loren Legarda and all other, my governor, my congressman, my ambassador, my TV personality, my my college faculty authority. So lahat sila, they were able to interview us during the finals. And Okay sa bad good ang dili kul ba ano finals na good ultimong imuhang pagginhawa, you can hear everything during the final. So kulba kaayo ang moment. And my post, tanawa, o nakita gihapon na akong post. Never been so nervous and afraid all of my life. So yun, naubos ang aking nervyos during the final interview. Sabi nga, no matter how people tell you it's gonna be fine, nobody can convince you but yourself. So I was still the one who convinced myself that I need to be okay. So ganun din kayo. Kahit in times of stress, when everything else fall and fail, then sabi nila, kaya mo yan. If you don't believe na kaya mo, wala rin. So please make sure that it's you who will really convince yourself that it's gonna be fine. I just want to share with you the first one of the questions during the final interview. Ang sabi, how do you impose class discipline? And I can never forget my answer para lang mawala akong nervyos. How do you impose self-discipline? Sabi ko, I hope you don't relate discipline with food because if that's the case, I fail. Ayan. I still remember my answer and they all laugh and that made me parang medyo na bumalik sa focus and bumalik sa pagsagot sa kanilang mga tanong. Okay? So, these are my colleagues who won the Outstanding Teacher Awards. For elementary, 4 kami sa elementary and then 4 din sila sa secondary. Meron kaming 2 from tertiary na wala dito. So, ito yung mga nanalo during that time. Yan. So, let me share with you lang in a glimpse lahat ng mga perks namin, lahat ng mga experiences namin being awarded as the Metrobank Outstanding Teacher awardees. We were recognized at the House of Representatives. Talagang recognize kami. Ang sarap-sarap ng feeling. Di ba? Pag ina-appreciate tayo, we really feel like we are in heaven. And it's really, really nice to be appreciated. Yan. So that was how we felt during that moment. We were recognized ng mga congressmen. We were recognized by the senators of the Philippines. So maganda, no? So, dapat kayo rin ang susunod. How I wish na kayo ang susunod from one of the teachers or many teachers from Region 11, kayong susunod to experience the same. Ayan. We were conferred with our awards at the Malacanang Palace with no less than the President of the Philippines, with our Secretary, Deped Secretary, with CHED Secretary at the Metro Bank Authority, Sir George SKT. And then, lahat-lahat kami, we were awarded with the policemen and the armed forces of the Philippines also. Okay? And our awarding was at the Metro Bank Plaza. Nandun pa rin yung aming mga panel of interviewers, yung aming final panel with the Vice President. Ayan na. So, si President sa Malacanang, si Vice President Binay naman sa Metro Bank Plaza. Ang sarap ng feeling na niriminis ko lahat ng mga ito. Thank you, Sir Noy. And of course, President Ramos was also there to congratulate us. Ang ganda ng feeling na hindi ka yung humahabol sa kanila, pero sila yung parang nagaduol sa mo how to take a picture with you. And this is my trophy and I received 350,000 during that time. And mind you, ngayon ang laki-laki na ng premyo. So please join, please join. Ayan. And one of the perks also was my second time to be there in Australia. Now in Queensland kami this time. So 2 beses na ako nakahold ng koala. Di ba, Sir Ernest dyan? Buti ka ba andyan ka na? Okay? So ito yung mga perks ng kasama ng training. Hindi lang perks na magliliwaliw, but we also had our involvement, teaching experience in Australia. Okay, apart from all those national, international perks for being awarded, I was also recognized by our city government, by Mayor Salvosa and Vice Mayor Gamao during that time. I was also recognized by the provincial government. And lahat ng ito nangyari because of how I performed as a teacher. So, ladies and gentlemen, 2020 is here. I know all of you or some of you, parang sinasabi ninyo na, ginagawa ko rin yan. I also do that. I have those accomplishments. I also work even beyond what Ma'am Jo has done as a teacher. Kaya ko rin. And you can. Yes, you can. I will help you. We will help you. Please join the Metrobank Foundation search for outstanding Filipinos. Medyo wala lang ngayon because of the pandemic, but that will truly be back next year. Hopefully, with God's grace, nawala na yung ating pandemic. And alam nyo ba kung magkano ang award magkano na ang award? That's 1 million pesos. From 350,000 in 2011, ngayon, 1 million pesos. And for your information, there are only 2 of us from the public schools. Public schools, merong ibang awardees, but from the public schools, dalawa lang kami that was awarded as Metrobank's outstanding teacher. Hi, Ma'am Nini. It's also very nice to work with her in BIM. Ma'am Nini Del Rosario won the 2001 Metrobank Outstanding Teacher, and I won in 2011. 10 years yung ating pagitan. So from 2011, 2021 na next year, still 10 years, kailangan meron na tayong winner from Region 11 next year para every 10 years ang gap. Ayan, so challenge yan sa lahat-lahat. So thank you very much. That award will somehow inspire you to keep your lights shining and your flames burning. Teachers, with or without award, please know that the greatest reward we will ever receive comes from God. And we will all reap that reward, and it will all surpass whatever earthly rewards we will receive. Thank you very much for having me. Now, I am gladly working as an education program supervisor in the division of Panabo City, assigned as the learning resource manager and coordinating MTB-MLE. To God be the glory. Thank you very much to everyone.
Bro, bakit ka nagtuturo? Ang layo-layo na ng narating mo. Congratulations po. Ang daming perks ni Ma'am, no? Naalala ko si Ma'am during BIM. So yung presentation ni Ma'am John, no? Nakaka-inspired para sa ating mga guro. Sabi nga niya, after 10 years, that's the challenge. 10 years, kailangan meron na tayo. Yes, Ma'am.
Year.
So,
diba, Sir Juan? Kailangan meron na tayo award next year.
Yes,
Dapat.
Ma'am Joanne. Hopefully, we will pray na 2021 next year will be another year. Outstanding Metrobank tayo ngayon.
Millionaire.
Yes.
May millionaire tayo sa Deped next year.
Para marami silang perks.
Yes. Enjoy din nila. It's so nice to be appreciated. It's so nice to be recognized. So yes, I urge all our school heads, even our school heads, to please always appreciate and recognize your teachers. Yan lang ang kailangan nila. Pawi na lahat ng mga stress and pressures nila. But just appreciate and recognize them.
Yes, another challenge din po yan sa mga ating mga school head to inspire our teachers para they will have another perks or many perks like Ma'am Dr. Aguilar na itap natin sila or give them some recognition also to the best thing that they are doing. Maraming salamat po Ma'am Dr. John Aguilar, no? Napakaraming na-inspired na mga guro natin sa hapong ito. At tamang-tama po yan dahil ating pong sineselebrate ang World Teachers Day. And I think our teachers now are thinking to prepare themselves to be another Metrobank teacher.
Yes. Let's pray for that.
Kasi yung pa lang pong mga prices nyo, no? Milyon na siguro yan,
Ngayon,
no?
1 million
And
na, 1
I
million na.
think, wow. Mm-mm. And marami tayong magagaling na mga guro sa ating riyon, no? Marami tayong mga prepared na mga teachers, no?
Oo,
Learning
yun
guides
ang,
pa nga yung ginagawa eh.
yun
Noon
na nga ang
naman.
sabi ni Doc Johan kanina, na hindi lang na-feature, may mga magagaling na mga guro na hindi lang na ipapakita yung kanilang galing, di ba? Lalong-lalo na
Opo.
yung mga guro na sa island, mga guro na
Yes.
nasa kabundukan, di ba Ma'am Joanne? So I think it
Yes.
is an inspiration to all of us na sana it is our duty also na mga school heads na itatap natin ang ating mga teachers and discover their talents and then appreciate their effort.
Yes. And thank you Region 11 for coming up with Aguila. That's one way of appreciating our teachers. Yan.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, Marge, are you ready to read the certificate of recognition for or appreciation to our Dr. John Aguilar, our speaker for this
At ang
afternoon?
spelling mo, ha?
Yes, Dr. John Aguilar, as a sign of our gratitude to you, may we give to you the certificate of appreciation and allow me to read the citation. Certificate of appreciation is given to Dr. Joanny Aguilar for her invaluable time and effort rendered as speaker during the regional psychosocial and wellness kamustahan with teachers given the 7th day of October 2020 at Deped Regional Office 11 F. Torres Street, Davao City. Signed, Dr. Evelyn R. Fetalvero, SESO 4 Regional Director. Maraming salamat po, Ma'am Giovanni. At sana po ay makasama pa namin kayo sa susunod na mga activities na ihahanda ng Education Support Services Division. And we do hope na maraming mga teachers na na-inspire po sa iyong ibinahagi sa amin ng mga experiences. Ayan, no, sa ating mga nanonood ngayon ng mga guro, 2021 na next year. So 10 years na ulit. Sana nga ay may maglakas loob na sumali at manalo ng Metro Bank Award.
Kayang-kaya.
Sana dumami po yung
Kayang-kaya.
lahi nyo.
Goodness. Happy World Teachers Day. Thank you.
Okay,
Yes,
thank you
happy
very much,
Teacher's Day,
Doc.
Ma'am Giovanni Aguilar. Thank you so much po.
Okay. So, our next speaker is from another place na po, no? We have a speaker kanina from Australia and recently from Division of Panabo City, and now we will go to another island, no? Doon naman po tayo sa Metro Manila. Siya po ay Senior Education Program Specialist ng Division of Mandaluyong, NCR, at co-founder ng I Am Making Difference. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to present Mr. Christian Marks Rivero.
Hello, good
Magandang hapon
afternoon
po.
po. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Maayong hapon sa inyong tanan dira.
Uy, kabalo si
Yeah,
sir.
Hindi ko ba niyo baligya kabalo ko Bisaya.
Okay. So magandang hapon, sir. So is this your time now for you to speak to our regional teachers in our region in Once? So,
Yeah.
Sir Christian?
Yeah. Sir Rick, thank you. No, let me share my screen. No, I'll be presenting with you right now my slides, and I'll be sharing with you the story of I Am Mad and how my teachers influenced me in this project. So hopefully, marunong po akong mag-share. O tama ba itong ginagawa ko? Okay po ba ako?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mga puso, 78 araw na lang ay Pasko na. Kung kahapon silog for cause o for a cause, ang tampok nating kwento ngayong gabi naman, challenge for a cause ang vida. Isang grupo ng mga kabataan ang nasa likod niyan at ang kanilang proyekto ay nagsimula lang sa 40 pesos.
40 pesos, maliit pa na halaga yan dahil sa marami po ang nag-ambag, marami ang tumulong, ay nakarating po yan sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang kanilang atid na tulong na yan, kilalanin natin sila sa pagtuto ni Jude Veneration.
Sana magmahalin tayo ngayong Pasko.
Sa panahon ngayon, saan aabot ang 40 pesos pa? Pagkain, cellphone o internet load, face mask o face shield. Para sa grupo ng mga kabataang ito, ang tila barya-barya, malaking ginhawa na ang handog sa iba. Meet I Am Man o I Am Making a Difference, isang youth organization na nasa likod ng fundraising campaign na Bida 40 Challenge. Sa pamamagitan ng social media, hinimok nila ang publiko na mag-donate ng 40 pesos. Ang 40 pisong kukolektahin sa loob ng 40 araw para ipantulong sa 40 eskwelahan.
Every day nakikita namin yung mga donations na pumapasok na as little as 40 pesos. Doon pa lang naramdaman namin na sobrang yung Pilipino hindi nawawalan ng paraan para tumulong.
Mukhang maliit na halaga lang, pero wag ismulin. Dahil mula July 9 hanggang August 17, ang 40 pesos lumago at naging 400,000 piso.
Pag pinag-uusapan natin ang spirit of volunteerism pagdating sa mga kabataang Pilipino, mahirap itong patayin ng pandemya.
Ipinambili nila ng school supplies at sanitation kits ang nakolektang donasyon at ipinamahagi sa mga piling eskwelahan sa iba't ibang bahagi ng bansa. Tinatahak nila ang malulubak at mabubundok na daan at tinatawid ang ilog at tulay para lang mag-abot ng donasyon. Taon-taon na raw ginagawa ng I Am Making a Difference ang fundraising drive na ito. Pero ngayong may pandemya, ang dati para sa pondo ng kanilang youth camp, pinili nilang bahagi sa mga eskwelahan na mas nangangailangan. Ang 40 pesos naging tulay para makapagbigay ng aginaldo sa iba't ibang paaralan sa Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao.
Parang early pamasko, maagang pamasko, parang regalo namin sa mga teachers at sa mga estudyante.
Maraming salamat sa IML at Bida Eskwela. Sana dumami pa ang mga katulad ninyo na handang tumulong sa kapwa na walang limit.
Ngayong papalapit na ang Pasko, hinihikayat ng grupo ang iba pang kabataan na tumulong din kahit sa maliit na paraan.
Naniniwala ako na nasa dugo natin ng bawat Pilipino yung pagiging bayani natin.
Sa panahong may kinakaharap tayong crisis, mahirap isipin kung paano na ang Pasko. Pero sa maraming pagkakataon, napatunayan na natin mga Pilipino na anuman ang panahon, hindi mawawala ang tunay na diwa ng Pasko, ang diwa ng pagbibigayan at pagtutulungan. Kaya kahit anuman ang mangyari, alam natin, tuloy na tuloy pa rin ang Pasko. Yung generasyon nakatutok, 24 oras.
Ayan po, no? So, yan po ang naging tugon namin ng aking organisasyon sa kasalukuyang kalagayan ng ating kinakaharap ngayon, no? Because of this pandemic, marami tayong mga adjustments na ginawa at yung bagay po na yan ay isa lamang sa naging tugon, naging action ng aming organization para makatulong sa ating mga kababayan at especially sa kagawaran ng edukasyon kasi alam naman po natin na malaki po ang naging hamon para sa atin sa ating kagawaran ng edukasyon para magpatuloy sa education. So again, I'm Christian Marks Rivero, no? I'm actually the Education Program Specialist 2 ng HRD under SJOD ng Division of Mandaluyong City. So I am a licensed teacher po, isa po akong guro, and I was one of the Philippine Youth Ambassador of Goodwill last 45th SHE for Southeast Asian and Japanese Youth Program, na kung saan kabilang po ako na naging Philippine Youth Ambassador of Goodwill sa Japan, at kasama po ng 300 participants sa ASEAN countries. At nirepresent ko po ang Region 4B bilang aking lalawigan. And of course, I am a volunteer and a teacher. So I'll be sharing with you gaano ka powerful, ka makapangyarihan ang mga guro sa aking pagkatao. At hindi lamang sa aking pagkatao, kundi kung gaano ka makapangyarihan ang teacher sa mga bata, no? So welcome to Mad Talks. Tawag po namin sa pag nag-share kami ng kwento namin about I Am Mad is Mad Talks. So 6 months in maintaining a meaningful teaching experience. So I'll be sharing with you my own experience as a student and my own experience as a teacher, no? And siguro mas importante din na kung ano yung mga observation namin bilang ako personally ngayon bilang isang teacher. So number 1, you have to inspire your student to dream deep. Ito siguro ang pinaka number 1 na obligasyon or mission ng isang teacher. Una ay ang i-encourage ang ating mga estudyante na mangarap. Naalala ko lagi noong bata ko, ang laging sinasabi sa amin ng mga teacher ko noon nung elementary and high school, dahil ako po'y nanggaling sa isang mahirap na pamilya lang. So ang lagi niyang sinasabi sa amin is, mangarap kayo kasi sa pangarap, natutupad ang lahat ng pangarap. Lalo na kapag ang pangarap natin ay mabuti at hindi lang para sa sarili. So you have to inspire your student to dream deep. Bakit po sinasabing dream deep? Hindi lang basta pangarap, kundi pangarap na malalim. Yung pangarap na gusto talagang nating tuparin, hindi para lang sa ating sarili, kundi para sa lahat ng mga taong nakapalibot sa atin. Maaaring ang mga taong ito ay ating pamilya, or maaaring ang mga taong ito ay ating mga kapitbahay, or ang para sa bayan na tinatawag, di ba? So, sabi namin ang pinaka-importanteng sandata ng isang mahirap ay ang pangarap. So you have to inspire them. Kaya laging naaalala ko yung mga teacher ko noon nung nasa elementary pa lamang ako at nasa high school. Lagi nilang sinasabi sa amin na mangarap kami para sa gayon ay makaahon kami sa kahirapan. So, Island Romblon, at alam niyo naman po, pag pinag-uusapan po natin ang Sibuyan Island Romblon, if you remember your Philippine geography, you're still familiar with Philippine geography, ang Sibuyan Island Romblon po ay makikita sa pinaka-puso ng Philippine Island Archipelago, no? At ang Sibuyan Island, specifically sa Magdiwang, Municipality of Magdiwang, ito po ay isang 5th class municipality. At kapag 5th class municipality po, ibig sabihin po nun, kabilang po siya sa mga isa sa mga pinakamahirap na lugar sa bansa. So doon po nabuo ang aking pangarap na sana dumating ang araw makatulong din ako sa aking kapwa. At sa katunayan po, ako po ay isang scholar ng isang pare. Kaya yung aking organization ay naglalayon na matulungan ang mga estudyante na sa kanilang mga basic needs kagaya ng school supplies. At malaki ang impluwensya ng aking teacher doon sa pagtulong sa kapwa dahil lagi nilang nire-remind sa amin na ang buhay ay hindi lamang para sa sarili, kundi para ito sa lahat ng mga nasa palibot natin. So, for 10 years now, or 11 years now ng aming organization, we were able to help 5,900 learners na tinutulungan naming mga bata sa kanilang mga basic needs, kagaya lamang ng mga school supplies. nagkaroon din kami ng 400, mula sa 2 volunteers, we have now 450 active volunteers mula Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And for 11 years now, we have these 70 camps. Kasi noong normal pa lamang, nagkakaroon kami ng camps sa mga areas, no, sa schools, na kung saan itinuturo namin sa mga bata yung mga maliliit na paraan kung paano gumawa ng pagbabago or how to make a difference in our own simplest way. So, sa 11 years, nagkaroon na kami ng 70 camps mula Batanes, literally, hanggang Hulo. So, ganun na po kalawak yung aming narating at ganun na rin po kalawak yung aming mga nagagawa for almost 11 years. And take note po, siguro mas malaking bagay na mabigyan ng emphasis, no? Na for 11 years, wala talaga kaming pondo. At ang pondo lamang na ito ay nanggagaling sa mga volunteers at saka mga donors. So wala kami talaga yung isang kumpanya na sumusuporta sa aming organisasyon. Kundi, ito ay individual contribution lamang. Halimbawa, yung mga volunteers namin, nagbibigay lang din sila ng kanilang makakaya. And some of our volunteers are young professionals. So dito namin pinapakita na may malaking puso ang mga Pilipino pagdating sa pagtulong. Next. Because of this 11 years, no, nagkaroon na kami ng iba't ibang proyekto, naging mas successful na ang organization. Nagkaroon ng mga passion project ng mga volunteers, yung Mad Talk sa gaya nito, na kung saan ibinabahagi namin ang kwento namin sa pamamagitan ng mga talks. Madology is about the stories of our volunteers, no? Success stories, volunteer stories na gusto namin sabihin, na gustong sabihin namin na pina-publish namin ito sa mga partner media namin. And Mad Convention, ang Mad Convention namin ay ginagawa namin lagi sa Baguio, but of course there's nangyari nga supposed to be ang convention namin ngayon ay mangyayari sana sa Davao City. Kaya lang po dahil nga sa kasalukuyang pangyayari o sa kasalukuyang kaganapan, hindi na muna matutuloy ang aming convention. So kung mapapansin niyo po, ang convention namin po ay nagbabayad talaga ang aming mga volunteers para makadalo sa convention. Ito ay talagang volunteerism. Madligayang Pasko naman, binabalikan namin yung mga schools na kung saan nagkandak kami ng camps para makapagbigay ng pamaskong handog sa mga bata. And ang MadX naman, dito naman namin nagkakaroon kami ng mga leadership training para sa mga companies or organization na gusto na magpa-assist sa kanilang leadership training. So, lumawak po yung organisasyon at nagkaroon na rin siya ng credibility dahil nanalo siya bilang 10 Accomplished Youth Organization or yung tinatawag nating tayo. At 2 beses siya. Una ay bilang awardee and isa bilang finalist. So, ganun lawak na yung organisasyon. At mahalagang i-point out na this is because of the influence of our teachers, no? At karamihan din sa aming mga volunteers ay mga teacher din, mga guro. So number 2, I think, no, we have to appreciate and make them feel valued. Kailangang ma-appreciate natin at maramdaman ng ating mga estudyante na sila ay mahalaga bilang mga estudyante at bilang tao in general. Naalala ko noon, may 2 kwento ako na kung saan yung kwentong yon ay magpapakita kung gaano ka makapangyarihan or kung gaano ka powerful yung salita ng isang teacher, no? Number 1, ng high school ako, ang teacher ko ay nag-doubt sa akin or nagkamali lang siguro ako ng pagtanggap ng salita kasi nagkaroon ng nomination yung aming mga classmate na kung sino ang ipanglalaban sa isang quiz bee. At sabi noong mga kaklase ko, si Christian ang gawin nating panglaban sa science. At alam ko naman sa sarili ko na hindi ako magaling sa science. Pero dahil ni-nominate ako, malaki ang aking paniniwala na malaking bagay yon at kailangan ko lang pahalagahan yon. Pero ang unang tanong sa akin ng teacher na may hawak ng science, ang unang tanong niya sa akin ay, kaya mo ba? Ulitin ko lang yung tanong. Ang sabi niya sa akin, kaya mo ba? So doon pa lang, nung papasok pa lang ako sa opisina, para sabihin sanang yes, kakayanin ko, nagduda na ako sa sarili ko. Nagduda ako sa kakayahan ko, nagduda ako kung kakayanin ko ba, kasi tinanong ako ng teacher ko kung kaya ko ba. So sa isip ko, kung ang aking guro ay merong pagdududa sa aking kakayahan, paano pa kaya ako? So nagsimula na akong magduda sa aking mga ginagawa. Nagsimula na akong magduda kung kaya ko bang gawin ng isang bagay. Siguro nga dahil nagkamali lang ako ng pagtanggap sa sinabi ng aking teacher. Pero doon mo makikita kung gaano kaimportante ang sasabihin ng isang guro. Pwedeng sabihin sa akin ng guro na, sige, gawin natin ang lahat. Or, pwede niya sabihin sa akin na, tingnan natin. Pero ang una niyang sinabi sa akin noon ay, kaya mo ba? Simula noon, nagduda na ako sa sarili ko. Ang pangalawang guro naman, or teacher, ay professor ko ng college. Nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na sumali ako sa isang declamation contest. At ni-recite ko lang naman actually ang piece ni Julius Caesar. No? At habang na-recite ko yon, pumunta sa akin yung professor ko at sinabi niya sa akin sa harap ng aking mga kaklase. Sabi niya sa akin na tinatap niya yung aking shoulder. Sabi niya, Christian Marks, akong bahala sa'yo. Malayo ang mararating mo. And you know what? Doon sa sinabi niya na akong bahala sa'yo, malaking epekto ito sa akin. At inisip ko noon na lahat ng mga bagay na maiisip ko ay kaya kong gawin. And take note, wala naman talagang ginawa yung professor ko. Hindi niya ako sinamahan sa isang declamation contest or hindi niya ako ginaid or hindi niya ako tinutor, no? Or mentor. Bagkos sinabi lang niya actually na akong bahala sa iyo. At doon naniwala ako. Lahat ng bagay na ginagawa ko ay lagi kong iniisip hanggang sa ngayon yung sinabi niya na akong bahala sa iyo. Malayo ang mararating mo. So kung mapapansin niyo po, may dalawang mukha ng teachers, no? Ng teacher ang ipinakita ko. Yung isa na nagduda at yung isa na naniniwala na kahit wala naman siyang ginawa, pero naniwala ako. Ganon kamakapangyarihan ang appreciation at ganon kamakapangyarihan ang salita ng bawat guro ng ating mga teachers. So sobrang busy ng professor ko na yon, hindi naman niya ako na-tutor, pero naniwala ako lagi doon sa sinabi niya na malayo ang mararating ko. So we have to appreciate and make them feel valued. Yun ang pinaka-importante sa estudyante. Sa IAMAD, meron kaming ganung konsepto na kung saan, kung mapapansin nyo dyan sa mga pictures na yan, kung nakikita nyo pa kung visible pa yan, may mga nakalagay sa mukha ng bawat volunteer. Yan actually ay mga sticker, no? Iba't ibang klase ng sticker na nilalagay namin sa mukha ng aming mga volunteer. At ino-honor namin sila sa pamamagitan yung Tibetan way of honoring yung Tashi Delay. Tashi Delay is a Tibetan way of honoring a person. So lagi namin sinasabi na I honor the greatness in you at saka sinasabi namin yung mga mabuting bagay tungkol sa isang tao. And I think it's very important right now na we really have to honor our teachers, no? Our students, And siguro yung mga kasama natin sa opisina, na napaka-importante na inu-honor natin sila sa bawat ginagawa nila. Kasi there's always greatness in us. Maraming talagang, may mabuti talagang bagay sa ating, ginawa tayo bilang mga mabuting tao. We have also this mailbox na kung saan for the 3 days camp, pwede nilang sulatan yung kanilang mga kapwa volunteers para sa gayon magpasalamat, magbigay ng appreciation kung hindi nila ito masabi ng personal. At sa pamamagitan ng mga mailbox na ito, masasabi nila kung ano yung mga gusto nilang sabihin sa kanilang kapwa volunteer. Number 3, motivate and communicate regularly. Napaka-importante yung salitang kumusta ka, no? Siguro lalo na ngayon meron tayong kinakaharap na pandemic, nakakulong tayo sa mga bahay. Napaka-importante na makita yung pagiging tao natin, yung pagiging concern natin sa isa't isa. So we have to motivate and communicate, no? I-motivate natin yung ating mga estudyante and we have to communicate to them regularly, no? Ang simpleng kumusta lamang ay pagpapakita na concern tayo sa ating mga estudyante or sa ating kapwa. So, naalala ko lagi yung aking mga teacher na kapag matamlay kami, nilalapitan kami kung kumusta ka, meron ka bang problema, na somehow, naramdaman namin na importante kami sa mga teacher namin. Na alam naman namin sa ngayon na marami rin tayong mga personal na struggle sa buhay, pero yung simpleng pag-extend natin ng kumusta ka ay malaking bagay sa pagbago ng aura, ng isipan, ng pananaw ng isang tao. So you have to motivate and communicate regularly. So sa IAMAD, meron kami laging MAD dinner. Nung normal pa ang panahon, nagkakaroon kami ng MAD dinner para magkaroon ng kamustahan. Kagaya po nito itong activity na ito, yung teacher kamustahan, ay malaking bagay kasi we really have to check our teachers kung kumusta nga ba sila ngayon. But I think, no, importante rin na maintindihan natin na we are in this situation and sabi nga ng ating secretary ng Kagawaran Edukasyon, ng Briones, ay we have to continue. Hindi tayo pwedeng mag-stop. Kailangan nating magpatuloy at kailangan nating magpatuloy kasi yun naman talaga ang sekreto sa lahat, na we really have to adapt and continue. Number 4, make an impact by sharing personal success stories. Hindi naman ito tungkol sa, kung naaalala ninyo na sabi nila ang mga teacher natin ay pala kwento na lang. Alam niyo ba na mas naaalala pa ng mga estudyante natin yung mga kwento natin kaysa sa mga academic natin? Kasi mas doon sila natututo. Mas natututo sila sa mga sinishare nating personal success stories, no? Kung paano natin nag-survive, paano tayo nakasurvive sa ating mga personal struggles. And I think, no, napaka-importante na maipakita natin sa ating mga estudyante na ang edukasyon ay hindi lamang tungkol sa academics, kundi tungkol ito sa life, no, sa buhay in general. At ang pagbabahagi natin ng ating mga personal struggles and success stories ay malaking importansya, kahalagahan sa pag-develop ng ating mga estudyante ng kanilang personal na buhay. So, napaka-importante din na nagkakaroon tayo ng impact sa ating mga estudyante sa pamamagitan ng pagkukwento natin kung paano tayo naging successful sa mga bagay-bagay. So this is the IAMAD, no? 10 years ago. Kung nakikita ninyo, simple lang. Yan ang lagi namin kinukwento na nagsimula kami simula sa dalawa lang na volunteers, no? Then nagsimula kami sa mga ganyang klase lang na hindi pa tarpaulin. At ngayon nagkaroon kami ng ganitong mga proyekto at isa sa mga hindi naman sa nagiging proud kami sa mga ganitong bagay. Next, number 5 is you have to allow them to have fun. No? Allow them to have fun. Napaka-importante na maintindihan ng bata na ang education ay hindi sakit sa ulo, kundi ito ay para sa kanila din. No? Sa IAMAD, this is the kwento of one of our volunteers. Nag-enjoy siya sa IAMAD kahit na siya ay ayaw, hindi siya nakakapagsalita sa harapan ng ibang tao. Pero dahil sa nag-enjoy siya sa IAMAD, nakita niya na hindi naman ganun kaigpit ang IAMAD in terms of volunteerism. Isa na siya sa aming mga speakers na nagsishare ng kwento about kung paano makasurvive sa mga paano magsalita, no, na hindi na kinakabahan. And number 6, last, develop a family. Mahalaga na maramdaman ng ating mga estudyante na tayo ay kabilang sa pamilya, na tayo ay itinuturing na pamilya. Siguro isa sa pinakamalaking bagay na maging achievement ng isang teacher ay maituring siya ng kanyang estudyante bilang isang magulang, no? Or bilang kabahagi ng pamilya. And ganoon din ang napaka-importante ang impluwensya ng aming mga teacher dito kasi pinaramdam niya sa amin kung gaano kami ka-importante hindi lang bilang estudyante kundi bilang isang pamilya. Sa IAMAD, yan kami ng mga convention namin noong 2017 at ito naman kami noong 2019 convention sa Baguio City. So mahalaga na makadevelop ng pamilya sa isang organization. At alam naman natin na ang pinakamalaking foundation ng isang organisasyon ay ang relasyon nila sa isa't isa. At ganoon din siguro sa isang teacher na dapat ma-develop niya na pamilya niya ang kanyang mga estudyante. So, again, maintaining a meaningful teaching experience the IAMAD way. Inspire students, appreciate them, motivate regularly, make an impact, allow them to have fun, develop a family. Sa uli, lagi ko itong sinasabi, lagi nating pipiliin na maging bahagi ng solusyon instead of the problem, no? Maging bahagi ng solusyon kaysa ng problema. Marami na kasi tayong problema sa bansa. Marami na tayong problema sa mundo. So mas piliin natin maging part ng solution rather than the problem. Sa uli, gusto kong makita ninyo yung video.
Binago niya yung paniniwala namin na imposibleng mangyari, posible pala. So lahat ng iniisip ng tao, maaaring posible. Lahat ng gustong isipin ng tao, especially sa pagbabago, meron pala.
Well, we want to empower children and make them realize that they can make a difference in their own simplest ways. Nakita kasi namin na bilang bata, we can still mold them. And they are the future of our generation. So, bilang mga bata, andun pa sila sa stage na pwede pa natin i-mold sila ng isang magandang leader, isang maging mabuting Pilipino dahil yun ang kailangan natin.
Pinasali ko po ang aking anak dito sa MAD kasi po naniniwala po ako na malaki ang maitutulong ito sa kanya. Akala po namin as parent, sapat na po yung mga naituro namin sa kanya. Pero dahil po dito, nararamdaman ko po kung anong klase ibinigay nila sa anak ko. Lagi po itong dedicated sa mga trabaho niya. At para po yung pagmamahal niya po sa amin, mas ipinakita niya dahil po sa nangyaring ganitong event.
Hindi namin alam paano nangyari yun in just 6 years, we've been to 20 areas involving more than 1,000 children and getting more than 500 volunteers sa buong Pilipinas.
Ang mga natutunan ko po sa MAD ay magkaroon ng pagkakaisa at mahalaga ang pagtatanim lalo na sa ilang kalikasan.
Mas natutunan ko pa po mahalin ang nanay ko. At ngayon ko pa lang po na naranasang sabihin sa kanya ang I love you.
Isa rin yan sa mga dahilan kung bakit ang bata ang tinatarget namin. Kasi yan talaga ang pinaka-foundation ng isang bansa. kung meron tayong maayos na kabataan, magkakaroon ng isang maayos na bansa.
Malaking mindset change din yung ibigay ng MAD for me. Minsan mahirap kumuha ng inspirasyon how you can be making a difference and kung paano ka pa magkakaroon ng impact sa society. Through I Am Mad, mamumulatan ka na meron din ibang mga individuals at ibang mga volunteers sa iba't ibang bahagi ng Pilipinas na talagang may pagmamahal sa society, may pagmamahal sa kabataan at merong hope para ma-improve yung kabuhayan at yung, yung experiences at yung pangarap ng mga kabataan.
Every area, iba-ibang experience. Pero yung bata, kapag tumingin na sa amin, tapos nakangiti, at nakikita namin yung mga magulang nila, nakangiti sa amin. Sabi namin, kailangan natin itong ipagpatuloy.
Gusto namin maging parte ng solusyon, hindi ng problema. Yan ang battle cry ng Mayaman, maging parte ng solusyon. Gusto namin ipakita sa mga tao na meron pang pag-asa ang Pilipinas.
Kami ang ay making a difference at naniniwala kami na ang pagbabago ay nagsisimula sa bawat bata.
Ayan po, no? So yan yung first video namin sa Tayo Award Foundation. At nagawaran kami bilang isa sa mga 10 accomplished youth organizations sa Pilipinas. And for more information about I Am Mad, please like our page. No? Bisitahin lamang po ang aming page dito sa Facebook. At pwede po kayo mag-message dyan. Yan po ay andyan po lahat ng information na gusto nyo makuha sa I Am Mad. And pwede rin po kayong magtanong dyan at sasagot po yung aming mga volunteers. So madaming salamat. And again, I'm Christian Mark Rivero, the chairman and co-founder of I Am Mad. Thank you po.
Thank you, Sir Christian. No? Ang galing. Kanina, yung inspiration is for the teachers. Ngayon, the inspiration is for the learners. No? At napakaganda nung sinabi ni Sir Christian na wag kang maging konsumisyon, no? Lagi kang maging bahagi ng solusyon, no? Very nice. And napakagandang salita para iwanan natin sa ating mga guro, no, sa araw na ito at maging tutunin nila para mahikayat nila ang ating mga learners para pumunta sa magandang kinabukasan, tungo para gamitin ang salitang ito na magiging success din sila katulad ng mga naging unang speaker natin kanina. Thank you very much, Kuya Christian.
Thank you po, Sir Rick. Maraming salamat. And Doc Noy, maraming salamat for inviting me here. No? Isa pong karangalan na magbahagi ng kwento ng I Am Mad lagi. Kasi lagi po naming advokasya na sa mga magitan ng pagkukwento ng mga magagandang bagay tungkol sa Pilipinas, tungkol sa pagiging Pilipino natin, mas lalo tayo magiging positive sa lahat ng bagay na iniisip natin. So that is medyo iba yung connotation natin sa salitang positive, pero sana maging maging positive pa rin yung word na positive para sa atin.
Yes, no? Sir Noy. Oh,
Hello.
Sir Jimmy. Welcome back, Sir Jimmy.
Hi, yes. Good afternoon po ulit. Thank you po, Kuya Christian. We learned a lot from your sharing.
Gusto ko munang batiin si Kuya Christian. Kumusta ka na?
Okay na po, Sir Noy.
Nami-miss na kita, ha? Ilang taon na tayong hindi nakita.
Yes, opo. Like almost, na.
Thank you very much for accepting our invitation.
Isa pong karangalan po.
Yes, Sir Jimmy.
Yes, very inspiring po, no, for Deped personnel to also follow suit so kung ano man yung mga success stories ngayon ni Kuya Christian. And also, we invite our learners to also get into the advocacy of Kuya Christian. Be mad. Okay, sabi nga dito.
Be mad. Galing, no? Be mad. It's opposite to the English meaning.
Oo, kilala ko ito si Kuya Christian. Kasi kung magkasama pa kami sa youth formation, talagang ang lakas na nito yung kanyang sense of volunteerism. So, hindi ko pala alam na mayroon siyang isang organization na itinatag in order for him to share his love, his care, and to make a difference as a youth. Di ba? So, congratulations, Christian, for this endeavor.
Thank you
Yeah,
po.
thank you very much.
And I
Okay,
think we
Sir
have
Jimmy.
prepared something for Kuya Christian. And allow me to read the citation in the Certificate of Appreciation. Certificate of Appreciation is given to Mr. Christian Marx P. Rivero for his invaluable time and effort rendered as speaker during the Regional Psychosocial and Wellness Kumustahan with Teachers, given this 7th day of October 2020 at Deped Regional Office 11, F. Torres Street, Davao City. Signed, Dr. Evelyn R. Fetalvero, CESO 4, Assistant Regional Director, Officer in Charge, Office of the Regional Director. Thank you very much, Mr. Rivero.
Thank you po. Maraming salamat po ulit sa pagkakataon.
Thank you very much, Sir Christian. Sana maimbitahan po namin kayo muli, no, para magbigay po ng mga programa or mga salita para sa aming mga guro. Maraming pong salamat.
Yes, Christian. Hopefully, yung plano ninyo na mag-convention dito sa Davao, you are very much welcome, ha?
Yes po.
I will wait for you.
Kuya Christian, meron pong nagtanong sa akin na isang guro, paano daw po sila makakasali or magiging bahagi ng inyong foundation?
Yeah, opo, no. So, usually po, para maging member ng aming organization is sumali po muna sa IMAD camp namin. Pero sa kasalukuyan po, ano, at the moment, dahil meron tayong restriction sa mga travels at saka face-to-face encounter natin with our students, ating mga learners, ay kasalukuyan naka-hold din yung aming mga programs. So,
okay.
May mga members naman po tayo sa Davao na talagang very active po yung mga members namin sa Davao.
Wow.
Yes.
So marami na pala kayo dito na nilahian ng inyong magandang advocacy, no? So
Si
sa mga
isa sa mga namin I don't know kung si Big J Laging is from TV4. Siya po yung aming coordinator dyan.
Yes.
Dr. Noy, Sir Rick, and Kuya Christian, may tanong dito kasi, may nabasa ako. Kayo po ba'y single?
Wow.
Nababasa ko ako, o ako lang ba ito nakabasa ng tanong na ito? Kayo po ba daw single, Kuya Christian?
Yes po, pero ang hirap-hirap po sa panahon ngayon, ang hirap pong magmahal. So dapat mahalin na lang muna.
Sa dahilan na yan kasi po ipapakilala namin si Miss Marjorie Hoverillo. Single rin po from Deped Regional Office 11.
Ayun, nadamay pa ako.
Sir Jimmy, may tanong din sa akin dito eh. Pwede bang sisingit ko na rin to? Sir Jimmy, nabanggit niyo na rin po kung single si Kuya Christian. Kayo po, Sir Jimmy, single pa rin po kayo?
Next question please. Parang hindi ko po nakakatayin. Next na lang po. Mas mainam po kung sasagutin na lang yan ni Marjorie.
Hindi siya speaker. Hindi siya speaker, Sir Rick, ha?
Okay, yan po, may question po tayo sa mga viewer. Galing po kay Mario Barcelona. Sir, ask ko lang po, should a teacher report on the site even we have an online class? Is there a changes since the school just started? I think this is for Dr. Noy.
Okay. Yung tinatawag nating work from home at saka work on site is continue pa rin yun. So you have to arrange with your school head, your school principal, kung yung online class ba ninyo ay nasa bahay or nasa paaralan. Pero if possible, kung maganda naman yung inyong internet connectivity sa paaralan, it is better for you to report. Because we're talking here about online class, di ba? So, yes. I do believe na yung inyong paaralan ay talagang nag-procure or talagang kumuha ng magandang connection kasi may online class kayo. So it is understood that you're going to report to the school.
Yes,
Yes.
siguro ito po yung mga guro natin nandoon po sa kanilang mga eskwelahan na talaga po ang kanilang issue is yung internet. Pero sa pagkakaalam ko, kung ang eskwelahan mo ay may problema sa internet or online, hindi yun ang modalities na pipiliin para gampanan nila yung kanilang gagawing pagtuturo sa ating mga mag-aaral.
Yes, dagdag ko lang Sir Rick, for Deped Regional Office 11, for those teachers under Deped RO11, let us be guided with the Regional Memorandum Number 048 issued last October 1 po, no, as to our alternative work arrangements. Nandun po
Yes.
sa memo na yon, 8 pages po yon. Kasi wala
Yes.
pong one size fits all na directive as to AWA or alternative work arrangement. Depende po sa quarantine situation and yun nga po with the decision of the school management. So just be guided po, RO number 048.
Yes, no? So ito yung mga sinasabi natin na tanong na biglaan, no? Biglang lumalabas yung mga sagot ng iba't ibang mga personality po dito sa aming programang ito. Thank you Sir Jimmy. Thank you
Yes, Sir
Sir
Rick.
Noy.
Parang may tanong pa po si Ate Marjorie kay Kuya Christian. Huwag mo
Oo.
na bitinin.
Sige, pagkakataon na yan kasi nasa Mandaluyong si Sir Kuya Christian, no?
At baka
Saan
hindi
po
siya
ba kayo sa
makatulog ngayong
Mandaluyong, Kuya
gabi.
Christian? Sa loob o sa labas?
Ayan, baka...
Mahirap din pong sagutin niya.
Nabibiro lang ako, Sir Kuya Christian, ha?
Ayan, ito yung question ko, Sir Jim. Hindi po personal ito, ha? Meron pong ni-raise na question dito para po kay Kuya Christian. Kuya Christian, ano po daw ba yung mga dapat gawin na mga steps sa mga teachers or sa mga leaders natin na gustong sumunod sa inyo na bumuo ng isang organization like I Am Mad?
Okay, thank you, Ma'am March, no? Actually, noong ginawa namin yung IAMAT, hindi naman kami nangarap na magkaroon ng sariling organization. Wala sa hinagap o wala sa aming intention na gagawa kami ng isang activity to have an organization. Wala pong ganon. So, siguro napaka-importante na i-trace muna natin kung ano yung intention natin, kung bakit ginagawa natin yung isang activity or yung isang advocacy, no? Ginagawa mo ba ito dahil gusto mo magkaroon ng sariling organisasyon or ginagawa mo ito dahil yun ang gusto mong gawin at yun ang nararapat gawin. So kami, hindi naman ako personally bilang founder ng IAMAD, hindi ako nangarap na magkaroon ng organization. Ginawa ko lang ito dahil nakita ko na ito ang kailangan gawin bilang gusto ko mag-pay it forward kasi ako ay isang scholar ng isang pare at hindi ko man pwedeng pag-aralin yung pare para makabayad, di ba? So paano ako makakatulong? Tulungan yung mga estudyante sa maliit na paraan. So, doon sa mga nangangarap o doon sa mga gustong magkaroon ng organisasyon, tanungin muna ang sarili. Ano ba ang intention mo? Bakit mo gagawin yung isang bagay? Kung ang intention mo ay gumawa ng organization, medyo hindi maganda yon para sa akin. Kasi, nakafocus ka pala sa pag-create, di ba? Ito ang lagi kong sinasabi sa aking mga volunteers, sa aming mga volunteers. Walang sino man ang may monopoly ng pagbabago or paggawa ng pagbabago. So kayo ay pwedeng mag-volunteer sa lahat ng organization na may kaparehong idea or gawain. Kasi at the end of the day, ang kagustuhan lang naman namin ay makatulong sa kapwa. So hindi kailangan sa IAMAD, hindi kailangan sa aming organisasyon, kundi sa lahat ng organization na gusto silang mag-volunteer.
Okay, mabuhay ka,
Yes,
Kuya
tama.
Christian. May tanong
And,
po si,
sir, I think may question si Sir EJ. Opo, can we invite Sir EJ po on screen?
Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. Sir Christian, my question lang po ako for you, because my college organization is asking if you are willing to have partnerships to conduct webinars for high school students?
Yes po. Actually po, meron kaming kasalukuyang ginagawa ngayon, yung Mad Talks Podcast. Ang Mad Talks Podcast ay mapapakinggan sa Spotify at ito ay kasalukuyang ginagawa, no, mapapakinggan nyo ito para sa mga experience ng mga volunteers natin. And pagdating naman sa partnership, wala naman tayong tinatanggihan kapag ito ay pareho sa align sa ating mga advokasya at kagustuhan. Yun lang naman din yung ating tinitingnan sa partnership. Kung pareho natin gusto yung gawain, ay mas maganda kasi sabi ko nga, walang sino man ang may monopoly ng paggawa ng pagbabago.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I hope Kuya Christian, you can repeat your FB page para po malaman po uli nung grupo ng college, no, of the one of our speakers earlier, si Kuya Ernest John.
Yes po. Just search po the I Am Mad or I Am Making a Difference sa Facebook po. Makikita niyo na po 'yon. Ang logo niya po ay My Heart kasi naniniwala kami na ang puso lang ang puhunan namin sa organization. Kasi hanggang sa ngayon wala naman kaming funding talaga. Kung yung sa unang video namin, yung advocacy namin sa Balik Eskwela or Bida Eskwela, yung bigay ayuda para sa eskwela, sa totoo lang po, ang inimagine namin, una muna ay 200,000. Tapos hanggang sa umabot kami ng 416,000 na donation. Doon natin makikita na yung mga tao talaga ay naghahanap lang ng venue para makatulong. Maraming gustong tumulong pero kailangan lang nila ng information paano makatulong.
Okay, no? I am Mad from the webpage. Search lang daw po yan at makita nyo, i-browse natin yung I am Mad, yung mga interesadong mga teachers at gusto pong gumawa rin ng mga kanilang mga programa or advocacy. I-browse lang natin yung I am Mad ni Kuya Christian. Okay. So, may mga katanungan pa ba tayo?
Yes, Sir Rick, meron po tayong isang question dito for our first speaker na si Sir Ernest John ulit. Sir EJ, considering that you are currently studying or taking up Diploma of Leadership Management, kapag po ba after ng pandemic, after the borders are open po dyan sa Australia at kapag nakagraduate na po ba kayo, do you have plans to come home and practice yung pinag-aralan niyo po dyan sa Australia dito po sa Pilipinas?
Yes po. After my first 2 years in Australia, I am planning to go back in the Philippines and run my business since I'm starting my own clothing brand. And I think by that time, I will have a lot of time to be able to share my knowledge to some people because I have my own organization back in Ateneo, and I am very much willing to share my learnings to them. Then after that, I will be going back here to proceed to my master's.
Wow, we wish you luck and may God bless you sa iyong future plans, Sir EJ. And nais ko lamang i-share, study shows that people with higher psychological well-being are more likely to live healthier and longer lives dahil mas positibo sila sa mga bagay-bagay at pakikitungo nila sa ibang tao. And they are also more active and are likely to succeed in their goals. And I believe pinatotohanan yan ng ating tatlong speakers this afternoon sa kanilang mga na-share sa atin na mga personal na success stories and challenges as well as their personal encounter ng kanilang mga teachers and their mentors. Masasabi po namin na you are indeed a whole package. Holistic po yung pagiging healthy, kumbaga, ng ating mga speakers ngayon. And makikita po natin sa inyong mga achievements na indeed people like you will highly achieve your future goals. Kaya naman maraming salamat sa ating mga speakers this afternoon, Sir EJ, Kuya Christian, and Ma'am Joanny Aguilar. Andyan pa po ba si Ma'am Joanny backstage?
Okay, Marge. So, ang gagaling ng ating mga speaker ngayon. Yung mga kanilang mga tema, nagkaroon ako ng isang nabuong isang salita o isang paragraph, no? Yung ang tagumpay daw hindi tungkol sa kung magkano ang kita ng isang tao, kundi ito ay tungkol sa iba-iba at naibabahagi niya sa buhay ng mga tao. Kaya ito'y align na align sa ating mga guro dahil ang ating mga guro ay naandoon para magbigay ng mga iba't ibang mga tuntunin, mga learners sa ating mga mag-aaral para sa pagdating ng panahon ay maabot nila ang kanilang mga tagumpay. Kagaya ng ating mga speaker ngayon. Magsimula kay Ernest Jan Ulep at lalong-lalo na kay Dr. Joan Aguilar at narito ang ating MAD na si Kuya Christian. Napakaganda ng kanilang mga ibinahagi sa ating mga guro.
Yes, so far so good, and I'm very glad na naging parte po ako ng ating episode 4, and it's really a delight to be with this group. Kuya Christian, Kuya Ernest, and Ate John Aguilar. More blessings po sa inyo, sa inyong mga career plans in life.
Yes.
Maraming salamat.
Sir Jimmy and Sir Rick, since nandito na po sa screen si Ma'am Joanny. Ma'am Joanny, any last piece of advice po sa ating mga teachers who are planning to join the Metro Bank Awards next year, if God willing?
Dapat lang dapat may winner na tayo next year. My last piece of advice, just keep on working. Just keep on shining. Whatever you're doing right now, you're doing good, you're doing well. Hindi pwede na we just do something for the sake of being awarded. We do something from the heart. And because of that, we are rewarded. We are awarded. Okay? So, continue doing well. God bless you all. Stay safe, lahat ng mga teachers. And happy World Teachers Day.
Thank you very much, Doc Aguilar.
And other parting words, first from Kuya Ernest John. I have also a sister in Boronia Heights, Brisbane. So enjoy po kayo dyan sa Brisbane, Sir Ernest John. Your parting words, please, to our teachers and other viewers.
A lot of students are thankful that we have you in our lives, and I hope that you will keep doing on what you're doing right now, and I hope that everything will be back to normal soon. Thank you so much.
And the single among the people here in the frame, perhaps, Kuya Christian, your parting words, not only to Ma'am Marge, but to all the viewers out there.
Okay, ako lang ba yung single dito? Anyway. Yeah, siguro dalawang message yung gusto kong ibahagi, iparating sa atin. Una, sa teachers natin, sa ating mga kaguruan. I've been teacher for 4 years, then sa kasalukuyan, teacher pa rin naman ako may tuturing, magkaiba nga lang yung trabaho. And siguro napaka-importante na maalala natin yung reason kung bakit tayo nag-teacher, kung bakit natin pinili yung ating bokasyon, yung profesyon. Dahil pag naaalala natin kung bakit tayo naging guro, yung mga nararanasan nating hirap sa pagtuturo ay matatakpan ng reason kung bakit tayo naging teacher. Balikan natin lagi kung ano yung reason kung bakit ka nag-teacher. At doon naman sa mga napilitan, may mga tao talaga napilitan na halimbawa na maging teacher, di ba? Wala nang ibang trabaho na masasaya kaysa sa teacher.
Yes.
Kasi dito nakikita mo agad kung gaano at ano yung epekto mo sa yung trabaho. Kasi nakikita mo yung development ng yung mga estudyante. So patuloy tayong baguhin, patuloy nating patuloy tayong maging instrumento ng pagbabago at saka ng pag-asa. Yun yung pinaka-heart ng ating trabaho bilang isang teacher. And sa lahat ng mga kabataan ngayon, ang pinaka lagi kong sinasabi is mas piliin nating maging bahagi ng solusyon at hindi ng problema. Thank you.
Mabuhay ka, Kuya Christian. Mabuhay
Yes.
ang ating mga guro sa lahat ng sangay ng ating Rion 11 at sa buong kapuluan ng ating Pilipinas. Mabuhay po kayong lahat.
Yes.
Mabuhay ang ating mga speaker ngayong araw na to. Maraming salamat po sa pag-unlak na kayo po'y maging bahagi ng aming last episode ng Psychosocial Wellness Session with Deped teachers here in Region 11. Maraming salamat po.
More blessings po sa inyong lahat in your endeavors and in your life. God bless po.
Anuhin ko na po itong pagkakataon na to. Ang Region 11 ay may inahandang programa ngayong October 9. No? At ayan na ang aming boss, ang ating Santa Claus. Sir Noy, we miss you.
Yes. Anyway, before we will end, daghang salamat Kuya Christian, daghang salamat Kuya Ernest, daghang salamat Doc Jo, no, for answering our call, and you have really inspired us all, especially all the teachers in Region 11. You became part of what we are now. Okay? So, tulad ko rin, no, nagiging teacher din ako, pero I do believe na ang pagiging teacher natin ay ang nagiging inspiration natin ng ating mga kabataan. Lalong-lalo na kapag nakikita natin na nasisiyahan sila, at lalong-lalo na kapag nakikita natin na hihirapan sila. Kaya nga nandiyan si Kuya Christian to volunteer, to share his time, his love. And kaya nga, why you have achieved that much, Doc Jo? Because you have really done your best as a teacher before. And then ikaw, Kuya AJ, so you are now in Australia, and then ngayon ko lang nalaman na yung mother mo is also a teacher. So nakikita mo kung anong nagiging example na naibibigay ng inyong mga magulang para sa inyo. So thank you very much, Kuya Christian, Kuya AJ, and Doc Joanne. Alam ko na lahat tayo ay nai-inspire sa inyong mga sharings, sa inyong mga insights, sa inyong mga experiences. Habang nakikinig ako kanina sa inyong mga sinasabi, umiiyak ako dito, tumutulo yung luha ko because nare-remember ko rin kung paano nagiging successful tayo dahil sa ating mga guro. Kaya, mabuhay ang Pilipinong guro. Happy World Teachers Day sa ating lahat. And sana pagpalain tayo ng ating pong may kapal.
Yes, Sir Noy. Guro, bakit ka nagtuturo? Aha, salamat sa iyo.
Salamat sa iyo.
Palagitan ko yan, kami magwawakas ang last episode ng aming psychosocial well-being session with Deped teacher. Maraming salamat sa ating mga guro sa Rion 11. So,
Sir Rick, just very quick lang po, i-invite natin lahat ng mga teachers in Region 11 for our regional celebration. Tama po ba, Sir Noy? On Friday, on World Teachers Day. Friday po yan,
yes.
morning.
We are inviting all of you, especially our teaching and non-teaching personnel of Deped Region 11. So please join and watch our grand virtual regional World Teachers Day celebration. It's coming October 9 at 8 o'clock in the morning. Hopefully, nakapag-register na kayo, and then you have your chance to win. First prize is just a single motorcycle lang naman.
Wow!
Okay. Second prize is a 2-door refrigerator.
Yes.
Wow!
Okay. Third prize is flat TV screen. And then fourth prize we have our microwave oven. And then marami pang iba, no? Mayroon pang
Galing.
100 na mananalo na MX3 gift bag.
Wow, MX3. Kahit
So, ngayon
MX3
sakto,
lang
meron na
akin,
tayong
Pinoy.
MX3. Paano ko
Okay.
ipapadala sa iyo, Kuya
Galing.
Christian?
Oh. Okay, so paano? Nagtatapos na.
Sir Rick.
Kung may simula, may katapusan. So ngayon po ay
Yes.
nagpapaalam na kami. So as usual, yung ating 5.
One last.
Wow, may one last
Rick.
pa daw.
Countdown tayo.
One last.
Countdown. 5,
Sir Rick,
4.
just very quick lang po. FB page po yon ng Deped Region 11 for Friday. Sa celebration po. As early as 8 a.m. po. On Friday.
Yes, at saka
Tapos,
yung
may questions po dito. Hindi na namin matatanong. Sir Sherwin Galimba of Nabi National High School. Sorry po. And Sir Richie Robles of Barakata National High School. Sorry we cannot answer your question, pero salamat po sa pakikinig sa amin ngayong hapon. God bless
Yes, and sir,
everyone.
let's not forget also to announce, yung mga hindi po naka-register, yung link po for the registration is posted po sa ating Facebook account. So, teachers and non-teaching personnel, you may check out the Facebook page of Deped 11. I think that's it for this
Sasagutin ko na rin
afternoon,
po
sir.
si Sir Rick, sa question niyo po, baka hindi kayo makatulog ngayong gabi, single pa po ako, Sir Rick.
Okay. So parang nanalo na rin ng first prize yung nagtanong na yon. Okay, Sir Jimmy. No? Kasi hindi siya makatulog. Okay, Sir Jimmy. Okay.
Thank you po.
So, meron pa ba tayong mga ipapaalala?
And thank you po sa ating RD, Regional Director, and RD for their support po talaga
Yes.
for
Yes, of course.
Wednesdays po. Dito.
Okay. Thank you din. Yeah. Thank you, Ma'am RD. Thank you, Ma'am ARD, sa lahat ng mga regional chiefs natin, ano. Maraming salamat din sa ating ICTU, sa iyo, Sir Rick, sa iyo, Sir Jamie, Ma'am Marge, and then kay Ma'am Maylene, na nasa backstage natin. Just imagine, natapos natin itong 4 na episodes natin, ano? At talagang very successful. Kung hindi dahil sa ating ICTU team, hindi magiging successful itong every Wednesday na gathering natin, kumustahan with the teachers. So, ginagawa natin ito para sa ating mga guro at lalong-lalo na para sa ating minamahal na mga kabataan. So, thank you very much to all of you.
And yes,
Just
sir,
call
Sir
our
Noy,
name.
pahabol din
Just
po,
call
no,
our
si
name
Ma'am
and we
Maureen
will be there.
Abacunia. Thank you,
Sir
Ma'am.
Noy.
Okay, yes.
No? The ICTU will be there always, no? Just call our name and we will be there. Okay, so magko-close na tayo. Can we start counting down? Okay? Ready? 5,
5,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2, 1.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you next year.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Hello, girl.